supermodel, man.
Oh.
Yeah, it's singing her. Oh my gosh.
Wow. So, anybody want to recap? You get a free inspiration token out of it if you do. So, be awesome if somebody wants to
Ryan
recap.
looks eager. Look
Say
at that.
Ryan or Irk.
Lightning
Yeah,
bug
yeah.
zapped you guys up pretty good.
Yeah.
I saw
Okay,
that.
Not everybody at once, guys.
We went through the portal thingy. We fought some shit, and then we saw a statue, and then we got on a cloud, and then we fought some more stuff, and that was it.
Wow. You got to do better than that, man.
Well, you missed kind of a crucial kind of detail.
Nope, that was it.
Not. Are you sure? Not even like.
Okay, so first we found Emin at the good old hand thing. Then we talked to the dude, and we jumped in the portal. And when we jumped in the portal, there was this voice in our heads, and we heard it, and it said something like, you guys are going on a trial.
Blah, blah, blah.
Inside the cave that we were in, it was like sort of melted, and there was like this water running down. We're like, why is this all melted? What's going on? And then we walked.
Got frostbite.
Oh yeah, we walked into the water, and some of us got a little cold and chilly, which made us exhausted. And then we jumped into a room with a big ass statue and a very, very cold like cavern area, and these centipede things attacked us, and they were very hot, and they burned some of us, but we ended up destroying them pretty well. And then after that, we saw this statue, and we kind of read into it. I don't remember exactly what it said, but maybe Susan can enlighten us. What did it say on the thing?
This protector of Anam. It's like a
Oh,
giant
that's right.
guy.
So that was like the Onum's protectors.
Here
isn't it?
standeth. Some.
Right. So we saw that statue, and there was apparently some like good loot there, but we didn't even like look at it. So we kind of missed on the loot.
What good loot? What?
That's what God told us.
That's what
and then...
Thornber was doing, I think. He was
He
going
was
through all that
totally
loot.
looking at it. That's why he was so quiet. He didn't want to tell us about it.
I was just going through the loot. Yeah.
So we went down the hallway. There was like this kind of cliffy area with like a big hole, and we just like nope. And so we saw across the way. We used the owl, Kevin's owl, and it
to look down the pit.
or Balabar's owl, I should say. And what, Blinky? Yeah, we used Blinky to like scout the area, and we found a couple different giants there, and there's a bunch of other statues that was probably either part of the protectors group or something. I don't know. And then after that, we decided to skip everything and jump on Emin's cloud. We skipped it all. We went into this like, was it like an ice bridge? I don't remember. Well, we left the cave, and then there we found what was the giant's name? Harshnag. Yeah, I should know his name by now. We found Harshnag, and he's like, "Where have you guys been?" And like, "We've been on a trial, yada yada yada." Yeah, and then there's kind of this bridge thing, so we kind of went over the bridge, and we went to like this other icy giant place, and in front of the each column was like. Temple of the
That's the
Allfather.
big detail I was talking about.
You're right.
That's the whole
And then
of getting up here.
each pillar was different. I forgot what was the each pillar? I don't remember. Were the elements?
No, the giant, different types of giants.
Oh yeah, there's the
Giant
hill
gods.
giant, the fire giant, all those different types of giants, right? So each giant was represented with each pillar, and then we walked through the entrance. We saw a bunch of like human hunter barbarian people with a dragon, and we are in the middle of the fight right now, but we've blown up most of them using fireballs and stuff like that.
Just
so.
one round.
Yeah, we did a lot of.
It's been a little bit longer than one round. I think it's been like 2.
Really?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but we definitely took out a lot of them in a few rounds, and then.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
Good. That's very good. There was a key detail about the dragon that you were facing off against.
It was a white dragon, baby.
Well, it wasn't a baby.
Young dragon.
A young? Okay.
No, the dragon had a collar on it with a chain.
Yeah, it's just been.
They captured it or whatever.
We totally let it free, but it didn't listen to us.
Yeah. And then currently that dragon is being grappled by Harshnag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, that's not a 3, that's a 6. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just replacing one of the initiatives here. Okay, so good. You have any questions, Thornburr?
Nope.
All right. Before we start, you do need to make a couple of exhaustion checks. You need to make Constitution saving throws because it's been cold as balls here. So I've had everybody else make 2 checks already. You need to make 2 checks right now.
Yikes. Ooh. Not good on the second. A 20 and an 8.
Yep, not good on the second one. That will fail. 20's good. So you have 1 level of exhaustion at the moment.
Okay.
So currently, people with 1 level are Zorana and Kareem as well.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to the club, dude.
She got some boots, people.
So I come running up. I'm like, oh, sorry guys, I was tying a strap on my new armor. You know, I'm not used to this stuff yet.
We're in the middle of battle right
now. Oh shit, a dragon.
Yeah. So.
Where have you been, Thornburr?
The second thing I need you to do is I need you to click on your token and roll initiative, so that way you're in the order.
Great.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, so it looks like it did put you there. All right, that's good. And then the last thing I need you to do is you did remain kind of behind. You were chiseling out that statue of the guy. So the guy was like kind of very large. He was clearly humanoid. And while the rest of the party, where the rest of the Stormsworn were going to the Eye of the Allfather, maybe you remained behind for a couple minutes just to try to get this guy out as much as possible and check him out. Now, you didn't get his body completely defrosted or out. You actually find that he's essentially like frozen solid, frozen stiff, like petrified. But he had a pretty nice suit of armor on him that you were like, hey, I could wear this. And when you take it off of him, it actually resizes. So you probably haven't had a chance to actually put it on yet because, you've had to wear winter clothes. And on top of that, the rest of the party was in a kind of rush to get out of here because it's been fucking cold. And on top of that, the cave was being guarded by Yeti, so you wanted to get out of there as fast as possible. But that being said, you do have a suit of half plate, okay, which you can spend some time, later identifying.
Awesome.
All right.
Hey, I'll take that. All right.
So remind me later. Go ahead.
Yep. Okay.
Did somebody have a question for me?
Nope.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard my name. So, Balabar, you're first up in the order.
Okay. Let's see. So he is 21 feet up, yeah?
Yep, that's correct. So right now the dragon is currently being grappled by Harshnag, 21 feet up. There's 2 other berserkers directly to the north, number 3 and number 7. And then there's the apparent leader of the barbarians, a guy that's called Wormblood.
So Harshnag's basically holding its legs, or what's happening? What does it look like?
Yeah. He's got one of the dragon's 4 limbs, maybe its leg, one of its hind legs, in his left hand.
So I'm gonna position a fireball right above the dragon so it doesn't hit Harshnag.
Well, that's kind of hard to do because Harshnag is 20 feet tall. So essentially, all right, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage. I have to roll a saving throw.
Okay.
All right, so 20 damage. Let me roll a dexterity save for this dude. Okay, so he's flailing about, and he does not take the full brunt of the fireball. He actually does pass his saving throw, only taking 10 damage, because he's just flailing around so much trying to get out of Harshnag's grip that he doesn't succumb to the full amount.
Okay, I'm gonna move back.
All right. So if you're finished, I will move on to Thornburg.
All right.
You can see what you can see.
Yep. I'll run in and seeing the two warriors kind of charging Emin. I'm gonna target them and fire off a scorching ray. I fire off 3 bolts of. Actually, I'm gonna do that at a level 3, which I believe gives me an extra bolt. And then I'll just do So I'll do 2 rays at each of them.
All right, go for it. So to answer your question though, Kareem, technically he's not flying because he's being grappled just 20 feet off the ground.
Oh, so he's just carrying him. Got it.
Sort of.
So let's say these first 2 are at 7 there. Oops, wrong button. And then the second 2 are at 3.
Okay, so let me just check ACs here for these berserkers. It looks like you hit 1 on each of them. So, that first guy's going to take 10, the second guy's going to take 8.
Yep.
You can tell me what happens to the first guy.
Yeah, he just gets as I run in, I just throw a ray around the battlefield and kind of curves and knocks him in the side of the head, and his whole head lights on fire.
We're all surprised as Thornburg comes out of nowhere throwing shit.
Just dragging his
There you go. And he's just kind of like tightening up some strap on the side of his arm.
I mean, you did travel with the rest of the party on the cloud. Yeah, you had to.
Otherwise.
Yeah. Fair.
How do you get over the edges and stuff?
And just an FYI, Winter's unconscious on the ground in front of you.
Oh.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, that's true.
A second time.
I'm so worried about killing
hour.
people, I didn't even look at that. Yeah, then I'm gonna cast with a bonus action. I'll cast a healing word at Winter.
But you did a scorching ray, so.
But I have that
spell.
feat that I can do 2 as long as one of them's below 2nd level.
Oh, okay. There you go.
And one of them has to be a bonus.
Obviously.
So yeah, so I'll just do a 1st level healing word. At level 5 hit points, bring them back up.
My boy.
All right.
Oh, come on, Winter. Good. Come on, boy. That's my healing word. And that's the end of my turn.
All right, good. So Zorana, you're up.
Okay, thank God.
Actually, I'm just going to take 1 step forward, sorry.
Sure.
End of my turn.
Winter's back up, and this guy probably has a lot of cover. And
Yeah, he's got a big giant in front of him, so it's not a whole lot. It's only a body, so it's +2.
Yeah.
Incorrect. You are being threatened by that guy.
Yeah. Fuck it. I'm gonna hit this worm blood guy. Let's see here. Oh.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit him. Yeah, this guy's a human.
And he is a human, so that's... I already forgot what it is. +4, I believe. Maybe. Yes, it is.
Alright, so 16 damage to him. Alright, so you plug an arrow right into leg. Just whizzing it right past Harshnag's ankle.
I'm gonna have some questions for you later, Wormblood.
Anything else?
No, that's it. Winter's not close enough to hit stuff, so.
Okay. Belfry?
Yes. Belfrien's gonna use a minor action and summon one of Caliprin, the unicorn spirit. So let's see here. Here. Get your aura on.
Now keep in mind that's a ledge 20 feet above you. You should be able to see that point though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's not where it's going. I just dragged it into 30. Yes. put in by me, and let's see. Several of us are pretty hurt. Going to drop a mass cure mass cure wounds. So everybody gets in that radius gets 18 plus 10, so 28.
Holy shit.
You don't need to do that. I'm feeling fine, Belfriend.
Yes, I saw your efforts are quite noble, but
Holy shit, that's a lot.
pretty good at healing.
All right, good. So that'd be a few of you guys. Okay, anything else?
Nope, that's everything I can do.
All right, great. So Unicorn's kind of, prancing around in a little circle, and then all this kind of starfall light falls on everybody that's wounded, and wounds start to close up. Emin, you're up in turn.
Thordbur, good to see you. No touching. Wormblood, get fucked. So I tag him for 20 points of fire damage with an unerring flames.
Okay. This is the all right. So all these bolts of fire unerringly go through Harshnag's legs, strike Wormblood in succession. Looks like 20 total damage to him as he gets lit up. Anything else?
Nope, done.
Okay. I forgot what this token is on Wormblood. Why does he got a skull on him? Anybody know?
From me, I believe he has to make the saves, and he has the minus D6 the things he does.
It's like a mind thing,
Okay.
right?
I'm actually concentrating on it. Let me fix that. With the
Okay.
blue dot. Yep,
Got
there you
it.
go.
All right. Okay. So, did you guys see that? I think
Yep.
it is. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Got to make that a GM roll. So, all right. So, the dragon here, Frimador, he is just, really, really pissed that he can't, or that currently Harshnag's got a hand wrapped around one of his legs, and he just lashes out with bites and claws all over Harshnag. Yeah, sure, why not? All right, so let's do that. One bite, two claws on Harshnag. Wow, pretty pitiful. Yeah, not good at all, as he's not able to get through Harshnag. Harshnag's kind of like just holding him like a rag doll, and every time the dragon tries to get close, Harshnag's just like shoving him away with the one hand that's still holding the axe. Okay, so he's done. Barbarian, the only one that's left, is going to go. He is going to try to hit Zarana with his great axe.
Come at me, bro.
He is
right?
going to attack.
I swear my AC is not right.
What is your AC? Because he hit a 14.
15.
I don't think it's lower than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
All right.
it's
He
a
just barely misses you. He's wildly swinging, but you just duck over the blow as an axe goes right into the ground. Wormblood's gonna go. Wormblood is gonna cast a spell.
What spell?
You can try to make a check. It is a religion check.
Oh, so it's not magic. Okay.
No, it is magic. It's religious magic.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
It's
No, but we'll do it.
I forgot if it was the art or the power.
Okay. All right. So yeah, hey, you don't know.
One of those.
I don't want him casting anything. I counter it.
Okay. What slot are you using?
Third level.
A third level slot? That is not going to be successful.
Good. That means I can make a roll.
Yes.
Oh shit. The battle of the mages.
1 sec. It's 120. 1d20 plus. It has to be, if it's bigger than 6th level, you're good. If it's 6th level or lower, it fails.
All right, it fails. And his spell fizzles out again in his hands, and he looks really, really pissed, and he starts cursing in
I give him the finger.
Uthgardt. Yeah, if any of you guys know what that language is, he's speaking Uthgardt.
Nope.
Yeah.
No idea.
All right.
It's not the language spells are cast in, though, I can tell you that.
All right, he's done. Gonna stay where he is. Harshnag's gonna go. Harshnag's gonna take Frimador and shove his axe into him.
He can make an int save at the end of his turn, DC 17, to try to shake the effect.
Okay, well, let me do that first then. DC 17, you said?
Yep.
He's gonna fail. So he did not. He still has it. I need to roll Harshnag's attacks. All right. Harshnag's using his great axe. I need that now. It does not succeed. He actually does not get through the dragon's armor. He tries. Oh no, he does. My bad. It's exactly the number he needed. All right, so he shoves an axe right into the dragon's back and just like starts clipping off scales like he's scaling a fish. All right. Looks like he does a decent amount of damage. Dragon's not looking too great. Winter.
Winter. Everyone's fat and in the way.
Yep.
Whoa, what did I just move? I don't know what I moved. I moved.
More squares.
Why is there squares?
Yeah, you're making a little squares. I think you're on the
What?
drawing.
Why did I make squares? When did I make squares?
Were you on the drawing token?
I don't know.
You could probably move forward, attack, and then move back as long as you don't end in an allied space, right?
Really. Harshnag's fat, you're fat, we're fat over here. Look at all these fat people. You're all fat.
Fatty's gotta fight.
He's gotta move. He's gonna move over here and take a dodge action. How about that?
All right, that's fine. Last up in the round is Kareem.
Okay. Kareem's gonna attack this guy because he seems to be the only other enemy besides the two big boys. Might as well finish that one off. So,
sure, go for it.
Does a 15 hit?
15 will actually hit. Actually, you got a 27 because he's reckless.
Oh, that guy's reckless?
Okay. Which means you have advantage. So 13 damage. Well, it's enough to kill him anyway. So you can tell me what happens. Actually, I'm sorry. He's not dead yet.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
17?
That will hit. Now you kill him.
I guess I don't know. I just cut my whip across his throat, and then the embers burns off, and he just dies. The end.
Nice. The wound on his neck all cauterized, blood it's just the smell of acrid blood in the air. He goes down to the ground, lifeless. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, back at the top of the round with Balbar.
I guess this is what we're down to. I'm going to firebolt the dragon. And miss.
Oh no.
Yikes.
Yeah. Yep. Unfortunately, that will miss. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay. You can barely see the dragon anyway. All right. Thornbur.
Is that a short joke?
Can I see the mage?
Can you see the mage? Well, you're talking about Wormblood?
Yeah, Wormblood.
Yeah, you can see him. He's just got cover because Harshnag's in the way.
Okay. I'm going to take him out. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at 2nd level.
All right, go for it.
Oh, whoops. Why did that not roll? Wait, let me try it one more time there. There we go. Guiding bolt. Huzzah! At level 2. Coming to that guy. Woo!
Woo!
All right.
Oh, man.
Let's find the perfect spot between all the commotion. Snipe him.
Nice, very nice. Okay, so tell me what happens, because it looks like you did a shit ton of damage.
Yeah,
38
just
damage.
There's
Nice crit.
all this shit going on in front of me, and I'm just finding the opening, and I see it, and I just shoot this beam of light that hits him in the head, and it explodes. And then his corpse lights up so that the next hit on it has an advantage.
His
I'm
corpse.
sure to shoot it. Yeah.
You avenge his corpse? Okay.
We are ruthless as fuck.
Very nice. His corpse just kind of like stands there for a second, headless, and then like, you know, light coming out of the top of it like a firework, like some sort of sparkler,
He's
and
an
then like, it
android.
just falls over.
I knew he was a robot.
And Harshnag still has that dragon grappled. Is that
Yeah.
right?
That's right.
I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna cast a sanctuary on Harshnag with a bonus action.
Okay.
Well, the dragon's the only one left, right?
Spell.
Yeah, the dragon's the only one left.
So if he wants to
Stop
attack
fighting
Harshnag,
if
he's
all
got to
his
take.
captors are dead.
You gotta do a saving throw.
Do the same.
Okay. Just remind me of that.
I will. Yeah.
So we're at Zorana.
Well, I don't know if we could get the dragon to stop whatever it's doing.
Well, the dragon seems enraged at the moment, and keep in
Yeah.
mind, I think I told you this before, but the dragon doesn't seem to be able to talk.
Gotcha. Oh well. Sorry about this, I guess. So I'll end
Rip.
him as quick as we can.
It might have secrets.
Secret scales that
Yeah.
are worth a lot of money.
Well, 21 will definitely hit.
That's just an 8.
All right, 8 damage to the dragon. As you embed an arrow into its chest. It is still alive, though, and kicking. Anything else?
No, that's all I could do.
All right, Belfrian.
Let's see. So the dragon has a collar around its neck or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like some sort of iron collar with a chain trailing behind it.
It's basically a pet.
So it's attached to the wall or somewhere in the
Nope.
darkness?
The worm
No,
blood
no.
guy was holding
Oh, no,
onto
it's...
it.
The worm bug
Oh,
was
okay.
holding onto it, but he let it go.
Hmm.
So right now, like Firmidor is kind of like a rabid dog. That's what he kind of reminds you of. You can see him practically like foaming at the mouth, but you don't see any tongue or anything like that.
Its tongue was cut
There's no way to tell if the collar is somehow magical.
Nah, you'd have to get a closer look. You're 30 feet away. The dragon's up in the air. It's being grappled. I mean, it's just impossible to get a close look at it. It doesn't seem special in any way. Like, it's not glowing. You don't see any runes on it. It looks to be made out of steel.
Okay.
The hippies want to save the animals here.
Yeah, except the dragon's like a chaotic evil, you know. It's not exactly an animal.
Fair.
Very good, very good. Then I'm just going to cast the Cure Wounds on Winter. He'll get 20 back.
Okay.
And anybody else in the aura could get 10 back if you still need hit points because of the unicorn.
Cool.
Gimme.
All right. Assuming you're finished then, and we're at Emin.
Yep, I'm done.
Yeah, just blast the dragon.
ever do to you?
Breathe ice.
Yeah.
All right. So multiple bolts of fire strike the dragon for 11 damage. He doesn't like that, but he's still alive.
Done.
All right. Well, dragon's gonna go. Nope. He is going to continue to try to bite and claw at Harshnag.
So he's got to make a wisdom saving throw first.
Okay.
Before each attack, he can make a wisdom saving throw.
And if he succeeds,
If he succeeds, he can attack as normal, and if he fails, then he has to choose a new target.
motherfucker.
And it's a DC 16.
And if he can't choose another target,
Then he loses the attack.
Oh,
Sucks
man.
to suck.
So I was like, if he's got him grappled up there, I think this would be a good use of this spell.
Yeah, it is, because he failed. He gets an 11 on the wisdom save, and because of that, he's got no other targets within range.
But he can do that for each attack, I believe. It's not.
If he has multiple attacks.
Well,
Ah,
with
okay. All right.
Harshnag grappling him, that's an attack, so it'll end this turn.
Yeah, that's true. I just meant if he had more than one on this turn.
Right.
Okay.
Because, once Harshnag attacks, then the Sanctuary ends.
Got it. Well, he fails his second wisdom save, and then he's going to roll a third one on his last claw. What's the DC?
16?
Okay. So he gets that one on the dot. Does get through for AC 22, does 11 damage.
Hang on. You're not rolling for us to see, so I will say, stupid dragon, you can't hit giants.
Alright, so you're going to try to stop it?
Yeah,
Alright.
6.
Yeah, that's going to work. And he's not able to get through those cutting words. The dragon locks eyes with yours for a moment, and it's like...
Nice.
Just shake my head at it.
My bad. I forgot you had that. Well, barbarians are out of the order. I'm going to remove them. Wormblood's dead. Harshnag goes. I'm going to finish this, is what he says. And he will try to hit the dragon with his axe.
Slam him into the floor.
Actually, I like that idea better. Yeah, sure, why not? He's going to do that.
Suplex.
Cool wrestling
Yeah.
moves.
Yeah. So he actually does succeed. He managed to drag to basically take the dragon and just kind of slam him on the floor like he's some wet towel, and that is enough actually to kill him.
Like a wet towel.
When he does that, that dragon's head just pops.
Snaps.
Oh yeah. Well, you hear it crack and then literally just pop from the impact of hitting the ground, and the skull just
Oh fuck.
and we're out of combat.
Alright.
Harshnag, why did you have to do that?
I told him
We
to.
little bit.
He just kind of shrugs. He says, "I hate dragons, especially white ones," and he kicks it.
Makes sense to me.
All
It
right.
looks cool.
Oh man, let's see what they were trying to do over here. And he kind of steps on the dragon on the way. You hear more bones crack as he
Crack.
kind of, yeah. And he walks right up to the door, leaving you guys to search the bodies if you want to.
I pay Winter.
Yeah, I'll just follow him.
I'll search bodies.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
loot the loots.
Well, searching bodies, you find a lot of furs, heavy furs, stuff that looks like these guys are definitely from this area.
Take them. Yes, I want to be warmer. Yes.
Well, they're actually kind of really dirty and smelly.
No, never mind.
And you find a large number of
Don't you have
of great
prestidigitation?
axes.
I do.
You do, yeah. You find a large number of great axes as well.
Meh.
A few hunting knives. Nothing in particular that stands out on the dragon either. The dragon's the collar falls off because Harshnag essentially exploded the guy's skull, but the collar itself looks just like a normal iron collar that definitely looks like it has seen better days. It's supremely nicked and badly damaged, but was still functional enough to keep the dragon with the collar around his neck. Wormblood looks a little different. He's got better armor, but nothing that stands out to you as being like, oh, this is definitely magical or high quality. But he is wearing a very particular horn on him. And the horn itself kind of looks large, like maybe 2 or 3 feet long. And it's kind of winded in such a shape that it appears to be in the shape of like a serpentine dragon with 4 legs. No wings, though. And it's pretty high quality. You could tell that instantly. You could tell it's valuable, and probably has some magic associated to it.
Well, I can't carry that because it's as big as I am, but I can identify it later.
Yeah, I would say it's about 2 feet long, so
It's
maybe about that
legit
big.
as big as I am. I can fit
you
in
can
it.
carry it, but it's like it's like that big.
No. I'll point it out to everyone who's not searching bodies and ask for someone bigger than I to carry it.
Cream, you want to hold?
Yeah.
Can I
That's
tell
pretty much the most
what-
valuable thing.
Can I tell what tribe of Uthgar this was?
Yeah, you can make me a history check.
You have a bag to put it in, Zorana? I don't want it to break.
Oh, no. That wasn't
Try and
good.
stuff it in a bag of holding. Just kind of
Yeah. So no, that check is no good. In fact, you're pretty sure.
Got it.
Yeah, this is clearly to you, Jay, to Belfrian. This is the White Dragon clan. You know, they live up in the mountains. To you, you're pretty sure that these guys are they were driven mad long ago by some curse, and you have no idea what they're doing here. But you think that that's the tribe that they belong to.
Okay. Perfect.
I don't know if you tell anybody that information.
Yes. White Dragon Clan. Cursed lot.
Maybe they're just crazy and they were here thinking it was their land. Because that's what they said, right?
Yeah,
To
we
get
claimed
out
it
of
was there.
our turf.
Yeah, they're dead now. Let's go.
It's not their turf anymore.
Anyone need any of these axes or furs? I will take some of the furs and clean them. Just wrap around myself so I can be even warmer.
Can I grab,
Well, I mean, your winter clothes are sufficient, but
Okay.
sure, that's fine.
I wasn't sure if it would help or not to beat out the cold a little bit.
No, it doesn't give you any further, advantage or anything like that.
Got it.
Okay, looking at the door, however, you notice that Harshnag is studying it very carefully. And he says, well, it looks like there was barbarians here were trying to get in. But from what I can tell, this is all covered in ice. They've been chipping away at it probably for some time now. But I think they need somebody a little bit stronger. And you see he starts heaving his weight against the door.
like a giant. Yep. Good observation.
Yeah, like a giant.
This checks out.
Want us to melt some of that? A couple of produce flames.
Yeah, I could help.
We could things up.
Also,
Like a
can
flaming
I, like...
sphere. I burnt a guy with a flaming sphere one time. I mean, he didn't turn totally to ash, but he got pretty charred up.
Well, as you're saying that, you notice that he does like 1-2 shoves into the door with his shoulder and most of his weight, and then like he gives up on the shoulder shoves and just like lifts up his leg and he kicks the door open, and then you hear the loud snap and crack of the ice, and the 2 double doors that are in front of him just like fly open. And then as soon as he does that, you see that he and Balabar, you're right behind him. You hear a loud whap, like a thunderclap. and just like this booming force come out of the door, and Harshnag just gets thrown back onto his back. Make me a saving throw, Balabar. Dexterity.
Oh,
Okay.
Fall between his legs. Between the legs.
Serpentine.
No damage, but you get pinned as Harshnag lands on your back, pinning you to the stairs.
Oh fuck!
Essentially, and you hear a loud voice scream out, in a very similar voice to what you heard when you first traveled to that place where you encountered the statue and the Remorazes. The voice says, following. Hold on a second. I fucking wrote it here. Oh, it says, broken the ordering is, barred is your way. And you notice that Harshnag just kind of like tries to get up off the ground, and he looks at Balabar, and he's like, oh, sorry there, little fella, and he kind of picks you up, and you're still a little dazed. But he's like holding his head, like he's obviously, been struck by this immense force that prevents him from moving forward. And you see beyond him a ginormous room where the most dominant feature of the room is just an immense statue that goes higher than the door itself. Now, the door that you're facing are 40 feet tall. The statue is bigger than that.
So would I be able to see inside the room since the door?
Yeah. I'm moving. I'm changing the dynamic lighting now.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yep. Don't see it yet, but I see. I see cracked floor. Everybody, there's cracked floor.
Yeah. So let me describe really quick what you see. You see thick frost clings to every surface of an immense room before you. Without walking up to the door, from what you could tell, there is a dominant statue there of a large robed giant. That's all you can see at the moment.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna ask what kind of giant is that?
Yeah.
What were the words again? I'm sorry.
The words that were spoken after Harshnag kicked the door, and he's still kind of shaking his head.
Is your way?
Yep, that's it.
Well, we just got here. We know the ordering is broken, so we're trying to fix it. It's not fair that our way's barred.
Our way's not. His is.
Oh.
Yeah, I think little buddy here is right. Probably not allowed to go in, but see if you can. And he kind of like, I'm just gonna rest here for a second, and he leans against the wall.
Put your hand behind me so I don't go flying while I walk in, please. Just hold me back.
Also, I was trying to grab one of the hunting knives and see if I could scavenge any dragon parts or something.
You wouldn't even know where to start. I mean, dragons, you can cut off some meat. Dragon scale is really tough, so it's like cutting through, like chainmail armor. As if something had like chainmail armor skin.
I get like some teeth.
So like the first time you like try to drag that hunting knife right across, it just like snaps. You're like, what the fuck? You probably need a little bit something stronger. You can pull out some teeth, but without the proper pliers or tools, it's a little difficult. Do you have some sort of hunting kit?
Not officially, but I'm sure I did a fuck ton of hunting.
Okay.
In my life. I have something. I don't know.
Sure, but then go ahead and make me a dexterity check. Yep, I'll allow you to use your proficiency bonus. Balabar, you crossed the threshold.
I did.
You are able to get into the room. As soon as you step into the room, it says you hear another voice echoing out of that room. All of you guys can hear it. It says, "The first trial you have passed. At least one of you must prove yourself worthy before each of my sons. To find peace, war must press on."
Good luck, Balabar, wrestling the giants.
You guys all hear that. This deep echoing voice literally sounds like it's coming from the statue, and it just like echoes down the hallway where you guys are standing.
Sweet. Riddles. Let's giddy up and go. Stupid giants.
Now, looking around the room, it's extremely dark, but like I said, because of the light and your dark vision, you can kind of make out the statue itself. But you do notice to the north and to the south of this immense room, there are other statues. You can see the shadows of them looming there.
Yeah, I definitely see them. So yeah,
they appear to be about 40 feet tall each. The largest statue is in the middle, is about 80 feet tall. You see that the room itself is 100 feet high. You notice that the statue in the middle appears to be of a giant. You notice that his face is hidden beneath a stony cowl. He has his arms outstretched, but the oddest thing about his face, and you can just kind of see shadows because there's no light in this room, is that his face doesn't have any features. It's completely bare. Kind of like Blank Man from Dick Tracy. You don't see anything. That must be an old reference for you guys.
No, we're good. I got you.
I know who you're talking about.
The statue.
Nice.
Is it pretty obvious that it's a particular type of giant?
No, it's not. But if you had to guess, you can make me an intelligence check.
Intelligence
or religion. Or religion.
I think these
That's
are
the same thing.
Yeah. So yeah. But Jay, Belfrane, if you had to guess, that's probably a statue belonging to Anam. Now, Anam is the All-Father of the Giants, creator, the father of all of them.
This one to the north.
And as I described, there are other giants in this room as well, other giant statues. You can take a quick walk around the room. You can see that this statue at the bottom here, bottom left, appears to be of a
fire persuasion.
No. It is actually an immensely kind of dopey-looking giant. It is the smallest out of the 6 statues here, of the suns. And this giant looks like he's wearing, just furs. And he's got like a giant great club in his hand that appears to be the thigh bone of a dragon, an immense dragon.
Well, should we start here and work our way around? Go look.
Do these giants look gianter than normal giants?
Yeah, you said it was like 40
Yeah,
feet.
each of these statues is 40 feet tall.
Wow.
As you get to that position, Belfrian and Balabar, you also notice that on the opposite wall, the eastern side of the wall, there are 6 immense-sized glowing runes that give off very faint light on the eastern wall of this room.
Right here? This?
No, the eastern wall.
Oh, yeah. What's this?
It's like this way.
Oh, so what you're pointing at is actually, you notice that there are 6 distinct cracks coming from the immense statue of Anam in the center of the room. They separate each of the giants into their own, I don't know, not the word for quadrants, but I guess septants.
Oh, I meant the thing on the wall here.
Oh, so that appears to be a door, a double door that leads out of the room to the south. Except that the wall is covered in several inches thick of ice.
Okay.
So continuing on, if you wish to walk the perimeter of the room, this is the next statue, this bottom middle one. This statue... Oh, and you can make a religion check on any of these statues, by the way, to properly identify them. So Balabar, the 22 religion, will tell you that first statue you came across, this one, bottom left, is Grolantor. Right. That is the hill giant god.
I don't know the next one.
The bottom middle one is of a... it appears to be a statue with... What's that?
I like his hair. Yeah.
Surtur?
Yeah, that's right, Surtur. Yeah, he looks like he's got like a golden fro. He's wearing like full plate armor and he's holding a great sword in a downward position in his hands.
Continuing on our tour here.
Continuing on your tour, the bottom right is You can make another religion check.
I
if you
did.
wish.
We're good. We're good balances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between the two of us, we know them.
That is the cloud giant god. He is called Memnor. He's wearing a breastplate and he's holding a upright spear that's made out of sparkly silvery metal. That wall that you're currently facing is the wall of the runes. I'm going to show you a handout of what the runes look like. Give me a second. So I gotta find it. Alright, there you go.
Any kind of roll here to identify?
I know one's hair rune, I think.
Is that giant? Do we know? What language is
I think they're associated with each of the suns, but
Where's our rune master?
Hey, Emin, what does this say?
Don't touch. I don't know. Let me look at it. Busy staring at this faceless statue. It's kind of cool. Where the hell did you guys go? Hey, somebody holler. We'll use
Over
echolocation.
here.
Like
Marco! Marco!
hey!
Marco!
Alright, what am I looking at?
No one says polo. Come on.
There is a wall over here.
There's like
that
lots
was
of
Emin's
walls.
joke.
Yes, it's one of the 4 walls that we are surrounded by.
So, Emin, you have a very distinct feeling of deja vu. You just feel very weird, like the hairs on the back of your neck are standing up. You kind of feel like you're in some sort of dream-walking state.
This place is weird. I think we came to the wrong house.
It's not my house.
Yeah,
Stupid
so
giant.
in terms of the runes don't match up directly to, giantish. You'd have to actually, they're magical giant runes, so you'd have to actually translate them. Now, there's a way to do this. If you guys check your journal very carefully, there is a translation table that I have provided in the past.
Yeah, I know one of them's the air rune, I'm pretty sure. Because Cloud rune, yeah, see, it's pretty close. Air, cloud, same thing. It's a sky rune. I remember it because I drew it on Emin's token. It's one of the
There are 3 statues to the north as well.
Yeah, Thornberg's getting bored looking at all these letters.
Oh, I should tell you one other thing. You see now that you're next to the archway of runes that there niches on the walls on either side of it. They're empty, but they contain ice-covered sconces made out of iron. They are about, I want to say, 12 feet up off the ground.
I assume that these runes correlate to the statues, like Balabar said, and that each element is each element of the giant. No? This cloud.
Well, Kareem, over here it looks like we got more big guys.
I feel like we need to put the
I don't know
element
what that means, but
associated
lots
with
of
the
big
giant
guys.
sconce. Very Fifth Element.
Yes.
We need one in the middle.
Do we need the kiss?
Now you're gonna get me started on all the references of Fifth Element.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I love
So
that movie so much.
Right, what is this big guy? What
All right,
does he look like?
so top right, that giant, you can make a religion check on that one.
Nope, not me.
What is the big one in the middle?
Well,
look like?
can't we just
Before
like
frame.
yeah.
But I'll do it again. It's an 80-foot tall giant covered in a robe. He's got a completely blank face. He's got no features on his face whatsoever.
So we can't find
That's the one we think is
it's
Anam?
on them?
Right.
Can't we identify the 6 statues by their weapons from that limerick we got?
Well, we already
Before?
identified the bottom 3.
Yeah, so the others would be the others, because each one had a
Right.
unique weapon.
Nice.
Hill,
So
sky.
I go back to looking at the runes and deciphering them.
Hill,
Yeah,
sky, fire.
So while somebody's deciphering the runes, if you want to identify the other 3, feel free to make me religion checks.
What if we put his name in the middle? Do you think something would happen?
No, because he told us to deal up with his son.
Oh.
All right. Well, the statue on the right side, top right, that statue is holding what looks to be a very, very bright silver. This one's not sparkling silver. Trident, kind of in a position of combat, or like holding it above his head. And he's wearing armor, sandals, and he's got kind of like a crown on his head, and what appears to be not a crown, like a helmet with like one of those Roman helmets with fur on the top of them. Identifying him with that religion check, you find that he is the god of the storm giants, called Strongmouse.
I thought so. Yeah.
The middle giant, you can make a check for that guy. That succeeds, Belfrian. That middle giant is called Thrym. He's also wearing armor. You notice, however, he's missing his weapon. Thrym is the god of the frost giants. And then the very last one, by process of elimination, that's Scoreus Stonebones. That is the god of the stone giants. He's holding a giant stone boulder over his head. And he's wearing a toga and sandals.
See, this weather? All these sconces are behind ice?
Yeah, they're covered in ice, like about 4 inches of thick ice.
Alright, I'll start burning them out.
Yep. It takes you a long time. It takes you about an hour as you start, melting ice with periodic, or what's it called? Fire bolts at intervals of every 6 seconds.
Yeah, I wish I could help you. I can't. My flame is more of the divine sort.
Doesn't burn hot?
While that's happening and you're trying to...
Only to evil souls.
To burn away the ice, or to melt away the ice on the sconces, you see that Harshnag is trying to get in, and you don't hear him. You see that he's literally looks like a mime. He's holding... he seems to be pressing his hands against empty air, and he's talking, but you don't see, you just see his lips moving, but you don't hear him at all.
Oh.
Who's talking?
Harshnag. He's like
Harshnag's
behind
trying
the door.
to, anyway.
There's like an invisible wall. You can't talk through.
So if I go over to where he is and cross the threshold,
as soon as you go up to him, the doors... move yourself back. The doors just shut.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here we
kind of
live.
looks really surprised for a moment, and then bam, they just like close really quick, and the echoing sound just like reverberates throughout the entire room.
I'm sure it'll be fine. The door's just ajar. Look for some pottery.
At least we'll know he's defending our flank.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fun.
So, if it takes him an hour to light the things, I'm going to sit down and start scribing some runes onto a dagger and treat this as a short rest. So, that's what I start doing. Let me know if it gets interrupted, Joe.
Yep. All right. Anybody else doing anything in that span of an hour?
Jerk, I want to take a short rest.
I want to try to remember what he said when you entered the room.
What was the trial thing that he said?
Something about his sons. What was the exact words?
You can make me an intelligence check to remember.
Yeah.
Nope. I wasn't listening.
Shit!
No one was.
I'm busy fireballing. I'm not listening to you.
I'm just gonna rest.
Or firebolting.
I'm sure it wasn't important.
No, other people can roll if you want.
I don't think Thornburg is going to be the one to remember this.
Come on. I believe in you.
Winter. Do winter.
All right.
Winter roll.
Intelligence.
Then write it out. True.
Let me do intelligence roll for Winter, just for shits and giggles. See if it gets higher now.
See 'em.
You got some. You remember some words, Thornburg. You remember something about passing a first trial.
Of course.
Of course,
Winter
Winter
crits
fucking
it.
crit.
He
Winter
starts
was
tapping his phone in Morse code.
Winter knows it, but none of us
Morse
know,
code.
so we can't.
Winter's just thinking, you idiot.
You guys are fucking retarded. Oh my gosh.
So Thornburg, so you remember something about passing the first trial. You remember something about proving yourself. You remember something about sons, and something about peace and war.
Yeah, it said peace and war. I knew that. Yeah, but it's like each one must prove themselves or something like that, I think.
Or one person must prove themselves.
Yeah, it was like
That's what I got
one
down.
will be.
No checks for Balabar or
Well,
Emma.
I figure I'm
Balbar's
sitting there
busy.
for an hour casting firebolts. I'm not really able to. Like, oh, let me think a minute.
Oh. Don't interrupt me. I'm firebolting.
Yeah.
So if we gotta prove ourselves, do we just gotta do something like, am I really good at start doing the hand jive?
Nice. You're mediocre at that.
Yeah, okay, maybe that was something I've always wanted to be good at, but not strong.
Now, in my head, I'm thinking with the way the runes are with the appropriate giant type, we could arrange the statues, but I don't think arranging the statues is something we could even do. So, never mind that.
So you wrote here.
Are they in the wrong order?
In the chat log, you wrote Firestorm, Skystone,
Yeah,
Hillfrost.
I was trying to do like an arch when I was typing it, and obviously it didn't do it. So it's the top, first line, second line.
Well, those aren't the names of any runes.
Yeah, it's not the names of the runes. The translation.
Are they in the right order? Did we know that? If we look at the wall? Okay, so maybe if we do move the statues, that would be...
You guys try that.
How you gonna move the 40-foot statue?
Maybe they move easy. You don't know unless you try.
I try and push it slightly.
Okay. It does not budge. These statues are immense, and as you push on it, nothing happens.
Okay, yeah, I'm not moving the statues.
No hidden wheels. Damn.
Anyone
There's
got
no
any
markings on any
anyone got any
of the
like
statues?
furniture thingies you could put under these?
You can make me a
Gotta tilt it
perception
back.
check. I'll give you a
Yeah.
perception check.
One of them did not have a weapon. Is that something we could use?
Yeah, the top middle one, the one called Thrym, did not have a weapon.
Do we have a weapon from
Thrym
them?
is
Did
supposed
we
to
take
have
something?
a great axe.
Yeah.
Wait, this Harshnag's axe?
Nope, it's a different ass.
Okay.
Different ass.
Different axe.
Harshnag's ass.
And the
Put it
door's
in his
closed,
hand.
so it doesn't matter.
So Belfran, you made a perception check. Why? What are you actually looking at?
I'm looking for any kind of symbols or words on the base as, I am awesome or
No.
please
You look at
spin
the
me
base
around.
of all the statues, you don't see anything.
Yeah,
they have big dicks?
But I will give you with a 15 perception. You're not sure, because it's kind of hard to tell, but it looks like, obviously to you, that the weapons are made out of different material than each of the statues. The statues appear to be made out of stone. The weapons are distinctly different types of metal or other material, and they look like they can be removed.
Okay.
Wait,
We should
now
maybe we should pick
let's
wisely.
to bring peace.
So
Thornburg, remove them. You're strong.
yeah, okay, I could come.
Wait, which one should we remove?
All of them.
Did,
Make their magic.
what's our progress on translating these runes? I mean, did we
Translated them.
Does any of them have a
translate
bow?
them, but we just don't.
No.
No.
You want me to
I
tell
don't-
you what weapons they have again?
Yeah, please do. Can you type
Sure.
them?
So Groland Tor has a bone great club. Scorea's stone bones, the stone giant top right, top left, has a stone boulder. Thrym, that's the guy with the missing weapon. Surtur has an iron greatsword. Memnor appears to have a spear made out of sparkly metal, which you think is mithril. And Stroundmouse has a spear, a trident of a different type of metal, something very fancy and veined. Looks to be adamantine.
Okay.
So they have their proper.
Except for one.
Because it's missing.
Which we think is a great club, correct?
No, it's the great axe for
Great
3.
X. Something X.
I meant that. I don't know why I said club.
Great club.
I meant axe. Well,
Let me know when that hour is up.
Does anyone see a great axe
Well, I want to
lying
give
on
an
the floor?
opportunity to people to do stuff for that hour.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Let me know when it's up.
well, I mean, we're all kind of resting right now, right?
Looking around the room, you look everywhere. If it's not, assuming it's not on the ceiling, because nobody can actually see up to the ceiling, you don't see the axe.
It must be on the ceiling.
Does anyone have an axe
Check
you
it,
want to put into his hand?
I have a hand axe.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
Just put it in his hand.
I
Can you climb
go
up
to the
there?
statue and I'm
The
just
statue's 40 feet tall.
I'm
so
throwing
his
the
hands
hand.
are currently in
No.
this position.
Put
Okay,
it
I'm
on-
throwing it at the lower one.
the
I'm
little
gonna try to
thing.
like toss it in there.
Have him hold it, you know.
Yeah.
Why
not?
You chuck it up, you hit the hand, it just
Uh-huh.
clatters down to the ground. Does nothing.
I don't think this is going to work.
No. You gotta put it in the hand. You gotta climb it, Kareem.
That sounds like a bad idea.
It's easy. You just do it.
Well,
Okay,
hell,
Winter,
I'll
help-
climb it. Because
Winter,
it'll
help me up.
open the door.
It's just a bunch of us idiots trying to climb.
I'm getting a little stir crazy in here, guys. Let's
Who will be the first to fall?
yeah, so we need to climb it? Is that actually gonna help us?
We have rope.
Probably not. No.
Probably
we have
not.
rope.
But here's my
What?
hand axe.
We're
Go
good
ahead,
at
put it in
physical
there.
things, not thinking things.
Let's see.
All right, so you're climbing the statue of Thrym.
To put the hand
I'm
axe.
thinking about it, but I don't know if this axe is...
Well, if you just put it in there, maybe.
Okay, alright, I'll give it
Yeah.
a shot. Why? It'll cross it off the list.
You got any better
Balabar's
ideas?
just sitting all sad
Exactly.
over there,
Yeah.
melting his ice off the things. I mean, this is pathetic. Alright.
Thrym's hand axe is like the size of Thrym's, pinky finger. I mean, it's so
Probably small.
tiny.
Smaller.
If you were to put it in, there's not even a place, like it would just slide out of his hand because it's so small.
Well,
You could put it in
we
there,
need a
right?
magical item because those, like
the
grow
bigger.
to size.
Mhm,
Correct.
mhm,
Of course.
mhm.
At least that's what you guess, and you haven't actually tried it.
I'm going to try to, what if I try and put my sword's made for me. That's not going to work.
Want to try to take a weapon out of their hands, maybe?
No, they don't look like they have a great axe. Maybe it's just missing, and we're overthinking this.
No, we just take a weapon from one of the other statues.
Then that statue will have his weapon missing. And how are you going to carry a giant 40-foot weapon into the
If it's
hand?
magical, it will change sizes.
What do the smart people think we should do? I look over at Balabar.
Remove the weapon.
No,
You're getting
no.
close, Balabar. So
You got this arrow without me. It's all you.
Oh, okay, alright. Well, he thinks we should just thaw him out, so let's just wait, I think, for him to thaw him out.
Okay.
Alright,
so
what
if you guys
what
are just
does this
gonna wait
say?
around.
No, what does this say?
I'm gonna, since
What kind of
you guys are
weapon?
listening to
Which
me,
one is
I'm just gonna summon
Strong
gorillas.
Trident. Is it trident?
Stround Mouse is the trident.
Okay. Is it on the ground?
No,
Like,
they're
is he
all
holding
holding
it?
their weapons.
Well, okay. Got it. So it's kind of in the air.
Well, it's in his hands. Yeah.
How far is the bottom of the trident?
Is it
Can I
in
jump
Jim?
into?
He's kind of holding it like Aquaman. We'll say that. So, like the bottom of the trident is resting.
On the ground.
It's on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I was asking for. I'm gonna grab it. What happens? Anything?
Nothing happens, but you could tell that it seems to be able to move. Like if you twist really hard with all your strength, maybe it'll move.
Okay.
Why don't you go ahead and try that?
This is gonna be
Fuck
fun.
it. Let's do it. Should I just do a strength roll, or what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Ready.
Very good. All right, so you grab it. You think you got a good grip on it. You lift with your legs. I'm sorry, you lift with your back, so you don't hurt yourself. And you actually lift it a couple inches. No, I'm sorry, you don't lift it a couple inches off the ground, but you do manage to move it. You kind of slide it in place, and you're pretty sure that this thing is movable. But you'd have to be extremely strong. Your best guess.
And a giant, probably.
Let's see.
That would help.
What is your strength score?
+4.
Oh, so it's an
Score.
18.
It's an 18, yeah.
Okay. Somebody help me out here and look this up. I need to know how much you can lift. Can you lift, bro?
How much can you lift,
Do
bro?
you even lift, bro?
Get swole.
Work out with Tyrone.
Ability scores. Let's see. Strength here. What is this under? Carrying capacity, maybe?
Yeah, it's
It's something
15
times your
your strength, or is your carrying capacity.
How 7? You said?
15 times your
15.
strength score. Push, drag, or lift is 30 times your strength
30
score.
times, right?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. 540.
Wow.
All right, let's check the weight. Oh, this thing's way heavier than that. You're able to move it. You're able to like slide it, but like there's no way you can lift it. It's just too much for you.
This is not going to work.
Yeah, never mind that idea.
It'll work.
I'm gonna just hug it for the whole hour.
The gorilla's in.
All right.
I'm gonna hug it for the whole hour and try to attune to it. If it's magical, I don't fucking know.
Oh yeah, can I change my armor during this hour?
Yeah. You could have spent that time to identify the armor. Sure. Is that what you're doing then?
Yeah, I give up on the hand axe thing pretty quick, and then I work on the armor. So yeah, I'll attune to it.
Yep. I'm getting it ready for you. Just give me a second.
Yeah, no. Just got excited. Guys, but this armor I got is hardly used. I wonder if I can just return it.
Oh, it looks used. It looks like it's definitely seen battle.
No, I mean the one that I just bought.
Oh yeah.
Do we have a receipt? Is
Did
there
I
like
already-
a
I don't-
90-day
I don't think I
policy,
saved the
probably?
receipt. I don't think I saved it. I was just throw those things out.
I don't know if you saw the journal entry I just showed to everybody. So that's what the armor looks like.
Ooh.
And after you spend an hour identifying it, that's what it is. Now, the hour's up, Balabar.
Yay!
Oh, I'm sorry. Did anybody else want to do anything during that time?
No.
I'm
Just
summoning
identify the
my
horn?
gorillas. I'm summoning my gorillas, and I'm removing all the weapons. Since nobody hears me.
What's
Does
the
anyone
strength?
hear me?
What is the strength on the gorillas?
They're 16 each. They're gonna work in unison of 4s.
I'm gonna follow the gorillas and
Do
become
their
one with the
best to
pack.
just remove every single weapon.
No, that's not going to work. No, you need removing them together still won't be enough.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
What if
the
I'm a
weapons
gorilla?
are still all too heavy. What if you're a gorilla?
Yeah. And I'm working. No.
Oh, I'm not even going to answer that question.
What if
The
you
one
were a
gorilla
gorilla?
that tips the scale.
I don't think you'd be a fighter.
Wow, this is an
Why not?
awesome,
That's
this is
racist.
awesome armor, guy.
Because you'd have no intelligence.
And is anybody have to find the horn?
What was that?
The what?
The horn?
The horn that I got off the guy?
Yeah.
I have it in the bag of holding.
Okay, so you're not at the moment using the hour
Nope.
to identify them?
Nope.
Yeah,
Alright.
sure. I could do
We
that.
don't want to solve anything.
Hey, you should identify it, because I just realized his armor is pretty cool.
Alright,
I'm looking at this horn.
there's the horn.
Ooh, cool.
That sucks. The dragon lived in the damn horn.
Oh, that's racist.
Hey, but you have a way to carry winter now.
Is that how that
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good job, Joe.
Alright. Alright, so Balavar, you're getting close. You're like, oh, one. You finally melt all the ice off of one of the sconces. You pick left or right.
It took an hour for one.
Yeah.
I would have done the one that was for fire.
Wait. You were melting a sconce or you were using it on the rune?
There's a sconce right next to the runes. That's how you describe it.
Correct, right. So there's a sconce here, and there's a sconce here. The runes are on this white part on that wall in between them.
Are
So
they?
just to be clear,
Is there...
you were going for a sconce, right?
Wait, no. I'm not understanding. I thought there was a sconce next to every single one.
No, there's
Oh,
just.
I would not have cared about the sconce, and I thought there was a sconce per rune.
Okay.
That was my understanding. That's what I thought you said.
Nope, my bad then for not describing it. So you don't want to have done that for the last hour?
I would not have done that at all.
All right.
I thought that if there was one per rune, that there was some importance to it. If it's just two sconces, I would care to dig them out.
Okay. Fair enough. So what did you want to do for the last hour then?
I would have rested so I can get some spells back.
Sure. Did you also want to make an intelligence check?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. That's good. You think you remember most of the words. So, you're pretty sure that the voice said, at least one of you must prove yourself worthy before sons.
You cut out.
Before the 6 sons? For my sons?
At least one of you must prove yourself worthy before each of my sons. To find peace, war must press on.
We have to attack them. Wait,
But
what?
you'd stand in front of one.
I'm sorry, what did you say? Were you asking me a question or you're just suggesting?
Oh, I'm just thinking, maybe if we stand in front of each one, because it says one has to be worthy. The peace
We have
thing
to
makes
be-
me
we
think
have to
that it
prove
needs
ourselves to
have
all
a
of them.
weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Or no weapons, or that one has to have a weapon. That's what the war or the peace makes me think.
I know. I have an idea, guys. What we should do? You see this hand axe?
Mm-hmm.
We put it on that statue over there.
Go for it. I'll watch you climb.
We already tried that.
All right, I forgot.
Well, technically you haven't tried it. You threw up the hand axe to the hand. That was about it.
Emin, anything?
I don't know. Is the hour up yet?
It didn't go.
Did the hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, the hour's passed.
Woo!
Alright. I take out a short sword, the blade disappears, and it's now made of flame.
Okay.
Ha! And then I go up to the sconces, and I stick it into the sconce and leave it there until it melts.
Yeah, that will work. It's going to take an hour, but it will work.
Yeah, whatever. Occupies us. And then I start looking at those runes.
Sure. So, like I said, in the journal, there is a
I can't believe you're gonna
translation.
make me translate them. I'm so pissed about
I
that.
already translated them.
Oh my god, players have to do work.
I
Oh
already
my God.
translated
I can't
them!
find it.
My fucking class!
Oh my god, you're not a rune master or anything.
No, I'm not. Totally not 5
Oh
level.
wait, there's a thing there.
So, are the runes themselves
I think Zarana already. I don't.
She
already
did. Like 3 times.
Yeah.
I already wrote it down in the arch form that she was trying to do,
Yes.
which was a really good idea.
There you go.
4
Sorry,
more
I wrote-
times,
I wrote
please.
sky
There's
a
a-
second time. It's actually cloud.
What's a hog?
Hill.
Oh.
Okay, so I'll give you guys this then, because it seems like you did do it correctly. However, matching them to specific types of giants is, your best. There's no direct translation.
Yes, there is.
Well, there is, but that's what you think it is. Like, in other words, sky is not cloud. In other words, like it's not the exact same word, but it's the closest translation.
Can the runes be moved?
Can the runes be moved? No, they look like they're part of the wall.
Have we tried pushing these?
Like a button. It's a play music.
You want to try
touch
to
it?
put the hand axe in again?
That's a good idea.
I mean, you're repeating yourself, so I was trying to help you.
So I go to the statue of the hill giant, which was the one with the great club, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is there
Correct,
One
someone
yes.
in the bottom corner here. I also
Yep.
wrote.
And I look for a place to put the hog rune on the base of the statue, or someplace on it.
There's plenty of surfaces you can put the rune on.
Wait, what do you mean put it on?
You mean
Well,
put it on.
that's what you said, right? So you want to like draw a rune, or what? What do you mean by put it on?
Like draw it, I assume.
Or see if there's a plate or something.
You don't see anything like that.
Why is there cracks in the ground?
Because the ordering
It's like
is broken.
ice. Yeah.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
So symbolic.
It's dividing the room up into 6 sections. 1 section for each of the giants.
Oh yeah, look at that. Guys, look. The cracks are dividing it into 6 sections. 1 for each giant.
Oh man, you are repeating yourself.
If there's nothing in the base of the statues, what about the statue of Anam?
Wait, I have an idea.
Facing. We could put
What
each
if
of
we...
Oh, so looking at the statue of Anam, like I said, it's an 80-foot tall statue of a giant in a robe with a blank face. You don't see anything extraordinary about it. He just has outstretched arms, and that's about it. He's facing, however, the runes on the eastern wall.
Maybe if we repair the cracks in the ground, we could repair the ordning.
That's a
Reverse
stretch.
that.
Did you bring paving equipment?
Cement.
Anybody have the spell mending?
That would take a while.
It's gonna take a lot of
Long
casting.
time. That's a good idea, though.
You're approaching the end of your conjure animals, by the way.
How many hours is that?
You've been here about an hour and 20 minutes.
Should we draw the each of their.
What?
You cut out there, Jay.
Oh, I said, can we draw the runes on each of their weapons or something?
Or, yeah, Emin was thinking
Still
to
missing
draw
a
it
weapon.
on the statues.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
maybe
man.
it'll make something happen.
I feel like the missing weapon is the only real hint. I feel like.
Yeah, I agree.
That
Well,
makes-
or the order, because the order of the
order is
runes.
different of the statues in the room are different.
Yeah. Can the runes on the archway be moved?
No, I tried.
No, yeah.
Doesn't look like they can move.
If we
Can't
concentrate on them magically, do they move?
I'm gonna take my whip and attack this statue.
Don't attack the statue. That's disrespectful.
Okay, so are you
I
ready
stay
to do
away
that?
from him.
We're trying to
Hold it-
The
prove
monkey's all back
ourselves
up.
to each of the sons, not, make them mad.
Yeah, well, fuck it. I'm attacking it.
Right.
All right,
Just
take me
whip
an
the
attack roll.
statue.
Okay. This is 16 hit.
The statue?
You strike the statue, but it doesn't seem to do anything. You're unable to get past its incredibly hard exterior.
goes that.
You know what? I have an idea. Another one.
Hmm?
We have a what is that stupid item called? It's the thing we got from. Shoot. Give me a second.
The conch?
No. The little golem guy. He can break things. What if we just destroy everything?
No.
Oh yes, the stone of summoning.
Karen-Sansui.
Wait, he can carry shit. Can he not?
I'm not
He's
gonna give
strong.
you the
Oh,
stone.
he might be able to move the.
Not after that statement of breaking everything. No.
He could move the weapons, maybe though.
What can he do?
I'm not giving you the stone. I'm hiding the bag of
After a
holding.
few times.
Well, he could maybe move in the weapons. I mean, the weapons
The
can
hand
move.
of Anha.
Yeah, but
Make an
the
illusion of
great-
the weapon
important.
in its hands.
But the great axe is not here, so there's no weapon to give him.
You guys talk that through. I'm gonna listen in and go to the restroom.
And trying to move one of the statues is kind of out of the question because they're too big and too heavy. So I think we're focusing too
Can
much
this thing
on
move
that to
it?
try
Wait,
and
well, if
make
we
that
summon
thing.
this guy, do you think he has the strength to do it?
No.
No?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, I'm just trying to come up with ideas here.
Guys, I think this might be the end. This might be it.
Can't
No.
leave the
We're
room.
dying
So
We can't leave the room. We're gonna
That's
starve.
not true.
You know
we
what?
have the
I know
conch
what
of
I'm gonna do.
teleportation.
I'm gonna use my divine intervention to call on Lathander.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a good
Get
idea.
that.
help me out.
That's
Help
okay.
me.
though.
Well, you were like really mad at him.
Is it like
yesterday,
a 10% chance or something?
So
We're really mad at him
I know
yesterday.
no,
we've had
actually,
our-
last night you were really mad at him last night. So I don't know if he's gonna,
Yeah, you had a heart to heart.
Lathander.
I don't know if you're already over that or not. It's only
You
it's,
know,
it's
stuff-
been less than
times have been
24
tight.
hours, Thornburg. You're
He
already
gets over
it.
things.
Times have been rough, but I know.
When we need to get shit done, you get shit done, right?
I know he's watching. I don't know if he cares. Those are two different questions.
Usually can assume gods don't care.
But we'll see. I'll ask him. Might as well ask him.
Where did we
It
get
hurts
them?
to ask,
It doesn't hurt to ask. You're right.
but I'll wait till Joe comes back. Yeah, because I have no idea what to do otherwise, and it doesn't look like we can get out of here. What about these pathways? These pathways?
There was a pathway
Fine.
like over here.
The doors, yeah. We haven't looked at those yet.
Yeah, there's like an
Like,
exit
can we break
over
through
here.
them?
Is there a door per...
I assume
Statue?
it goes out back into the thing, which I would be correct.
There's
but-
2 on the north wall.
Like 2 on the south, yeah. So there's not an equal number to the statue.
No.
I think they're just exits to the room that connected
said
the
the-
upper part because there was like stairs and it went into this room and then there's those pillars or whatever. Does that make sense?
I'm back.
So Thornbur's going down on his knees and
Looking
in a
for
prayer to Lathander, saying,
You hear a
"Lathander."
loud, booming voice that says, "Your god has no power here," and it reverberates throughout the entire room.
Oh God.
That
Oh,
was
guys. Never mind. He's not home.
You can't
Well,
answer the
fuck.
phone right now. There's no
Lathander,
signal.
what does that mean?
There's no signal here. This has to do with
I
the
don't-
giants. Think like
yeah,
a giant.
signal lost. Signal
Thornburg.
lost.
Signal lost.
Yeah.
Yes.
You feel a temporary loss of connection.
Well,
You
my
can
The
divine
tower is
intervention,
down.
You can recover spells, but
But my divine intervention.
will not work.
Your god tower is down.
All right.
So
Well, guys, I'm pretty dumb, so I'm not gonna solve this to you.
well, we gotta think like we gotta prove ourselves to giants. So what if we speak giant? Speak each of the runes names to each statue?
I'm gonna keep whipping this thing.
Sure, that sounds good.
Does a 26 do anything?
Okay, yeah, 26. Looks like you did 17 damage to the statue.
Well, it's not on fire, so it'd only be 6 slashing.
It's not on fire.
No, I never turned it on yet. I'm just being stupid.
Okay, you got a solid hit on it, but
Does it make a chip?
Doesn't even chip. Looks like
Kareem?
6 damage is not enough.
Don't do that.
He opens the book when I do this, by the way, guys. There's something going on.
Oh, you can see that I'm opening the book?
Yeah.
It makes it a lot easier to search the adventure because I don't have to go through the journal. That's why I have the book. I've actually had the book this whole time, so I read it when I'm on the toilet.
Too much information.
Too much
Well, even if it's magically locked, I'll cast knock on the door and see what happens.
The door? What door?
There's a door.
Oh,
The
right,
archway?
there's not a
The
door.
arch?
Oh, I go to the door down here and cast it. It unstucks, unbars, and does everything else, so the ice should fall off.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't fall off. But it does have ice.
Your idea, Brianna.
Oh, I have an idea. So fuck it. I'm gonna turn on my whip, so it's actually fire damage this time, and then I'm gonna
Okay.
attack it again.
You're gonna do what again?
No, you're not.
nothing.
Kareem, stop it.
I'm gonna fail.
Yeah.
Oh!
I slap you. Stop,
Nope.
stop. I'm like slapping your hands. Stop doing that.
Okay, now it's a fire whip. And I attack
Now
it
you did
again.
22 damage. All right,
Yeah.
you actually cause a chip in the Strong Mouse statue.
Why are you doing that?
Dude, I'm ruining. The future events are gonna be destroyed.
Stop it. Stop what you're doing. Put that away.
What kind of giant is that one again? I
Can
forgot.
we melt one of these doors, maybe?
He's the storm giant.
Storm. Oh fuck.
Okay.
That's the good guys.
You see the statue like kind of rumble when you chip at it,
Oh, fuck.
and you feel like a little, like almost like a little bit like the room shake, and you guys are all looking at each other like, what the fuck was that?
Backing
I'm
away,
thinking,
backing
don't
away.
do that, please.
Well, I mean, at
Little
this
note
point, any change is a good thing, I think.
I try.
Hey,
make
at least
something
I'm
happen.
doing something.
I
Yeah.
speak the Uvar rune to Strand Mouse, see if it reacts in any sort of way.
Nothing happens.
Okay, well, shit.
Maybe I just destroyed everything. Maybe that's a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm coming with you, Kareem. I think you're onto something. Because, that was the first little hint of it. Any effect we've
Reaction?
seen yet?
They will all die, and the roof caves in, or it's
This
Oh,
the right
might
thing.
be a bad thing.
Mm, oops, that didn't mean to roll that.
Do you steal something?
Alright. Fuck it, I'll swing at the...
Oh shit! Here we go.
Oh my.
Sleight of hand.
That's it.
Retribution, 13 damage.
Oh my.
Nothing happens. You strike
Oh,
the statue real good, but unable to, do any significant damage to it. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. No, you do. You do.
I
Doesn't
pick up
seem to
the
matter,
chip
though.
that like
That's
fell
what-
off, and I'm holding the chip. I'm trying to like put the chip back on the statue.
Yeah, whoops.
And I'm hitting it on the other side. Ah, die, you.
No,
Wait
don't,
a second.
Don't whack
Wait.
while I'm right here.
I have another idea.
All right. When you do that, Thornburr, and you hit the statue a second time, you cause several cracks to appear across the leg of the statue, and the whole room shakes a little bit more violently than before.
How about we stop that?
I don't know.
I have a
I don't
meta
know if that's
idea.
a good thing or a bad thing, but
I'm
something's
just
saying,
happening
like,
when you do it.
What
you
else
see
are we
the
doing?
the
What's
two
happening?
cracks to the left and right of Stroundmouse,
Mhm.
like more cracks appear along those lines.
It's not good.
Let's not
it's
do
not
that.
good.
Don't do that.
This is probably a bad idea.
Stop
You're
doing
doing
that.
bad right now.
Okay,
No.
okay. Alright, but it's good to know that something will happen if we hit that thing again.
Yeah,
But
don't do
let's
that.
try other things. Okay, I'm down.
Maybe
I'm down.
we shouldn't have attacked the
amenable
good
to
giant. Aren't the storm ones the good ones?
They're the highest in the
You
order.
attacked it. What are you complaining about?
Well, I wanted something to happen, and something's happening.
Yeah, these gorillas are gone at this point, Jay.
Yep.
And you're approaching the end of the second hour. The sconce lights up. Emin, because you had a
Sword in it.
Short sword, kind of stabbed into it.
You bet.
And then when the sconce lights up, you see that like a bright blue flame just fills the whole room, so that you guys aren't walking around in the darkness anymore.
I turn back.
Thank
You're
God.
welcome. I go stick in the other sconce.
All right. Well, if we're gonna, die here, we might as well make it a lit place.
Hey, it's lit.
It's lit. Race cars don't need headlights because the track is always lit.
Can we fit through that hole?
Hole?
Thank you for that.
Did you just say hole?
Hole.
Yes.
Oh, that shouldn't be a hole.
Oh, and this isn't a hole either?
No, that's not a hole. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
That's my new lair. I'm living in there.
Oh, that's a crack, yeah. That's a crack in the wall. Oh, well, now that you can see it and the whole room is lit up, you actually do see that there is a hole. Right where you can see the two holes on the map. They're up really high on the wall. Let me tell you where. Thanks to Emin lighting up the room, you can now notice that.
Hooray! Things are happening.
Thanks, Emin.
Alright, give me a second.
Always go with your gut, Balabar, even if the GM tells you it's wrong.
Alright.
Fair enough.
I try to get a torch and help with the sconces.
I got more worried when I saw these two starting. These guys swinging at statue.
You'll have to hold the torch there for an hour if you want that to happen.
Fine.
How high up? Oh, you're still
Okay, so you see that the holes are 20 feet above the ground.
Come and throw me.
Oh, no problem. I can get up there. So I walk up to the one hole,
Okay.
and then I just fly up.
Okay.
Skip up the side of the wall. Boop.
Yeah,
make that
that's
sound when I
not a
land.
problem. When you land, you see that you're in a hallway about 10 feet wide. You notice that the hallway goes for about 20 feet to the west. At which point it ends with a portcullis, like a heavy iron portcullis that blocks your way.
Oh, yeah, this is totally big enough to slide a stolen giant weapon down. I
You
hop
notice
down.
that the portcullis is covered in frost and ice. Then otherwise it's dark in here.
And then I go to the other one.
Same thing.
Identical descriptions.
Oh, that's actually just a crack in the wall.
Oh.
Down a little bit more. Where I am.
This looks like an open hallway.
Yeah, it's
That's
to the
correct.
other room.
That's the one where you went down the hallway and see the portcullis.
So what's this thing I was up
Wait.
in?
Oh, that's nothing.
Nothing?
No, the hole's over here.
Oh,
Yeah, that's just another crack in the
I was
wall.
confused about that.
You're just standing in a crack.
I gotcha. Alright, never mind. Yep.
See if
Two
you can
hallways.
talk to Harshnag.
Alright, I walk over here to the portcullis. I start yelling for Harshnag. And then I wait, see if he responds.
You don't hear anything.
I think that's a hard stop on talking to the Frost Giant. Probably on our own. Almost like it was divine intervention. Stupid deities, they're bullshit.
Was there space in the portcullis, or was it closed because of the ice?
Oh, I'm sure it's frozen solid with ice and we'll have to melt it. I expect it to take at least 4 hours.
Yeah, it's frozen solid.
Eat the north. All right. Well, I'll live in this section of the room in our new home here.
Okay, I'm gonna go around to each statue and just say the fucking names.
I
of the...
did that already.
Oh, you did that? Fuck
Yeah.
it. Okay, never mind.
Well,
Not gonna do that.
Yeah, I did that. I'm holding two
Do it in
torches next
order.
to two sconces for an hour. Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna do something funny. I'm gonna try to climb up onto this thing. The middle one? The middle statue?
The one that's bigger than all
Okay.
the other ones.
Sure.
I don't know about funny, but
How far are you gonna climb up it?
All the way to its face.
Sure. Make me an athletics check. All right, looks like you got a 16. All right, it's craggy enough that you're able to do that.
Okay,
It takes
and
you a
then
while though.
Okay, then I'm gonna take out my Fey pipe, and I'm going to put my finger in like towards the ashy area where I would keep it, and I'm gonna draw a nice face, a nice smiley face, right on him.
Kareem, what are you doing?
This man has no face. I'm helping.
So his face is ginormous, and
Just
and
drawing
it's
a
so
smiley
smooth
face.
and bare that you don't really have any handhold to do that with. You'd have to set up some sort of like ropes and
I can't like get on top of it and then like.
it's huge.
What size
Yeah.
category are these? This 40 feet, is that gargantuan? Is that huge?
Hmm.
It's like bigger than colossal. It's colossal. Colossal's the max size category.
Whatever. I'll do it on his chin. I don't care. I'm just putting a nice little
Smiley
face there.
face somewhere.
It doesn't have to look accurate. He needs a face,
Sure.
and then I'll come down.
Okay.
Okay. That's it.
When you come down, you can barely see it because the
Okay.
ash and
Good.
just the
Cool.
height of it.
It's far away.
I did it then.
Should
That's
have
all I
written
wanted to
Kareem
do.
was here is what you should have written.
Basically, I did.
Yeah, I'm holding
Well.
these torches, and I think there is I'm just gonna try and get all these sconces lit.
Well, you're in You're in the third hour. Is anybody else doing anything?
You know, they did say that war is needed. War must press on to find peace. I'm going
So
back.
I think
to
we
this
need to
fucking
hit that
statue.
guy again.
I'm fucking hitting it. There's nothing
Alright,
else
I'm
is
coming-
happening.
I'm with you. I'm next
Fuck
to you.
it.
Well, slightly behind, but in the same area of the floor.
Go ahead and leave that area.
11 damage.
Okay.
Because I'll turn it on.
Sure.
Edmund, can you get me up there
Another
too?
small crack appears.
Please.
I go down and get Bellbar and bring him up.
War must press on.
I'm afraid the
I'll let Thornbird take the next
the
one.
floor's gonna give way.
Alright, I'm coming in.
If the ice on the portcullis was melted, would I be able to fit through? Is it like giant size or how big?
Yeah,
This
actually, you're able to fit through as a small creature. You can kind of squeeze through the bars.
That's if it was melted. Right? Is this
No,
not
no,
melted?
no.
Oh, I can squeeze through right now?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm gonna do that.
Oh, shit. Bellbar. Go find a way to lift these. I'll wait here.
All right. So
Fuck it, I go with
you're,
him.
you're
Yeah,
moving
sure.
around. You're walking through what looks to be like the upper ledge of the hallway. that
Hey,
you-
this looks familiar.
Yep.
Arshnag!
You don't see him in the hallway.
Fucker.
Little bitch.
Where'd you go, you asshole?
You can hear the winds raging outside, snow blowing in all the way down that hallway. As you're walking
Ooh,
and
what
walking,
do I see?
yeah, you come into a room. The room looks to be about 30 feet by 30 feet. I'll tell you
other
what you
things
see.
are happening.
Yeah, you keep destroying the statue.
Hey, man. War must press on. That's what he told us.
So you see that the room is completely featureless and bare. It's really cold in here, but you're fine with your warm furs. You notice that there's a lever on the northern wall, 12 feet above the ground. It's covered in ice and it's frozen in the up position.
Okay. So it's a good 9 feet above me and frozen in place. Is that what I'm hearing?
Correct. Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
Jeez.
What
How
you
long
doing
will-
there, Bellbar?
How long will it take to melt it?
It looks to be much less ice than the previous room you were in.
So-
Your best guess is probably like a minute or so of work.
Okay. So I'll melt the ice on it.
Sure.
I'll cast levitate on myself.
Okay.
I'll float up there, get on it, and then drop. So I push it down.
Make me a strength check. Athletics.
I'm using my body weight as well.
You have disadvantage on the check.
Perfect.
Unfortunately, even with a natural 20, that is not enough.
Jeez.
Yikes.
Motherfucker. Okay. I'll go back down. There's a lever I can't move.
Figures. Everything else in this place is broken.
Let's go check the other side. Squeeze through. I'll lower myself down, and then I'll go over here and levitate myself up and go in there.
The doorways don't go through.
Oh, I guess I could. What's that?
I can only see the hallways on the side. They don't go through.
It does, but there's a 20-foot drop there, and I just want to make sure it's not barred on this.
I'll come too, just for grins.
I'll fit
Okay.
through.
Giggles.
And keep...
Yeah, you'll fit through. Same exact situation as before Balabar, except the lever now is on the southern side of the wall.
Also in the up position?
Also in the up position.
Okay. There's another lever stuck in the up position that I cannot also move because it's the same lever. I think that it controls the door to this place, is my thought process, but I don't know. I'm gonna go jump down and see if I can find Harshnag and get that axe. He's an axe, right?
You can carry his
Yeah,
ass.
there you go. I don't think you could carry it.
Sure.
Oh, I don't need to carry it. Just have him shove it
You
up
find Arshnag.
Oh.
He's standing outside and he looks fucking shocked to see you. He's like, "Hey, little buddy, what's going on? What happened? Where's the rest of all your friends and why are you alone?" And you notice that he's just there kind of standing guard where the 6 pillars are to the entrance of the place.
Come inside. It's cold. I don't want to be
He
out
looks
there.
at you and just kind of gives you a
Frost
face.
giant.
He's a frost giant.
You want to talk? I meant for me. Fuck you.
It's cold.
Oh.
It's just as cold in the hallway as it is outside.
Oh, okay. There's wind out there. I remember. That's all.
Yeah. So he'll kind of like shield you from the wind, and he stands in front of you. I'm not gonna bother moving tokens.
No,
and stuff.
I'm not either. Well, there is. It's some kind of trial. There is a statue of each of the gods, including the father and Anam, and there's a door, not a door, but a wall with different runes. Each one has a different element. I tell them because we've gone over it like 10 times now. I tell them what they are in order. And there's one guy. There's one statue missing its weapon. It's the only one missing its weapon.
Frost. And you
and
have a
need
great axe.
Yeah, a
He
great
needs
axe.
a great axe. Give me your
Maybe?
great axe.
That's our thought. Is maybe because they said without you can't have peace without war pressing on or something to that nature. So I'm thinking that he needs to have a weapon so that they all have weapons so they can have the war so there's peace.
He says, "So you really think it's my great axe that you could put in the statue's hands?"
Well, it's the right. Is it the right size, Joe?
No,
No. Okay. Well then,
because he's
no.
half the size of the other statue.
Right. No. But it's missing. Do you have any idea? Any thoughts?
Well,
I tell him.
were there any other doors in the room?
There's 2 to the south and 2 to the north. Covered in
Tried
ice.
opening them.
Not yet. Instead, Cream seems intent on destroying the statues.
What? No, don't do that. Tell him to stop at once. What do you want, the whole statue, the whole temple to come down on your head?
No, I tried. Anyhow,
That's a really bad idea. Don't have him do that. Stop him right away.
Yeah.
Let's press on!
But I think you're on the right track.
So you think the doorways?
the matching of the runes to
Doors?
the giants, to the gods, those are probably right.
But we can't move the statues and we can't move the runes, so I don't know how to match it.
Have him go. Nothing else moves. Well, hold on a second. You said that the weapon was missing,
Yeah.
which means that the weapons move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they weigh too much for us to move.
Mm-hmm.
They're
He says,
over 500.
Don't you have any magic or somebody strong?
No, we don't.
The strongest person.
He just kind of
can't move
shrugs.
it.
Oh, I think you're shit out of luck then.
Well, there's 2
Trying to
levers,
figure it
by
out.
the way, right around the corner here. I tell them where they are. There's 2
Yeah.
levers stuck in the up position. Is there? I look around to see if there's like a gate or door here at the.
Yeah, make me a perception check.
Wait.
With my +0.
Well, I'll give you an investigation because you're specifically looking for something that would be similar to a gate or a door or something. Okay. He'll help you. He'll help you. So he'll give you advantage.
Okay.
And he says, and then you notice something as you guys are kind of looking around. He looks up at the ceiling. You look up at the ceiling, and what you see are the outlines of 2 enormous stone blocks. Here. I'm going to move your token for a second so you know what I'm talking about.
I can see over there, but yeah.
Okay, so here.
Yeah.
And here. The stone blocks are as wide as the hallway.
Okay, so my assumption was correct, it seems. All right, great. So that blocks the entrance. So we're going to go try the 4 doors. I just want to let you know what's going on in case you have any ideas. Looks like we're going to be doing this for a while. It's taking a while to melt the...
He says, well, once you have the weapon, what are you going to do with it?
Put it on the statue.
Pretend we can get it into the statue's hands. I think that's...
He says, maybe there's more to it than that.
Well, we won't know until we get into the rooms, I feel.
He nods. I'll be here.
Okay. See ya. I go back, I levitate up.
All right.
Go
Still
back to
holding
Emin.
torches.
Emin, do you still have that sword of fire?
It's in the sconce, melting the other one.
Okay,
Well, I got
let's
2
go
torches.
melt the doorway.
What are you melting, Zorana?
There's 2 sconces at the same time.
Well, the other short sword's in the other sconce.
Oh,
so
wait, how many sconces were there? I thought there were
there's
6.
a total of 4, actually. I thought there was 2, but there's 4.
Oh.
But it
And
doesn't
I'm
matter.
doing the last
Once
one.
one was lit, it lit up the...
Emin, if you
well
could
then.
grab your sword, I already cast knock on one of the doors. I think that if you melt the ice from that door, we can get in and see what's going on.
Grab my sword. Is that a dick joke?
No, it's the
Yes.
fire sword. We need to melt.
Oh, yeah. Sure. You pick the door. I'll go.
Who are you, Kareem?
I mean, no comment.
Well, has Kareem this whole time been striking the statue?
And Thornburg.
Yeah, I guess so.
As soon as I come back, I yell at you, stop, if the statues are not already destroyed.
Yeah, well, why don't
Well,
you guys make me about 10 attack rolls?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
about each.
Oh. Well,
Yikes.
We're just yelling, war must press on.
Well, I was outside before they came back, so I'm gonna be up there.
Attack rolls.
Balabar lives
Can
the
I
adventure. Everyone
Stop
else is
them
dead.
after
This
like
isn't
5
good.
attacks.
This isn't good.
You can certainly
Can
try.
Can
You
I,
can certainly
guys,
try.
please stop! The whole room is
Okay,
shaking.
yeah.
Stop.
Okay, she gets me after 7.
Whoa. Well, have her roll. Zorana,
That's what
make
she
a
said.
persuasion.
Yeah, you don't have to make a persuasion check. Don't
Does
do
for
that.
me.
You better stop right fucking now, or I'll
He does
shoot
for
you
me.
through the heart too.
Look, you killed the peasant. Just kill him. Just kill them.
I
Roll.
wouldn't actually do it.
Yeah, so
Persuasion.
anything that got an AC over 20, you roll damage for that. So,
No.
I got
Okay.
1 for
Well,
6.
you're not very persuasive for me, so fuck it. Hey, man.
alright. So Thornburg, looks like you did 4.
Yeah, I got 16 damage.
Whatever that
I
is.
throw a torch
Everything
at
else
you.
is below 20.
Oh, okay, you did another 6, so that's a total of 9. Alright, and then Kareem. How many attack rolls did you do? Oh my god.
5.
You did a lot. You like crit 3 times.
Yeah.
So let's see, you did 8 plus 16, that's 24, right? No, 26? No, 24.
I'm doing the math right now.
Yeah. Well, I gotta subtract 10 from each of these.
Oh. Well, from each type? So like slashing and the fire?
No,
Is that
no total.
So that'd be 5
Yeah,
times.
so like that last
so
attack.
50.
that
So
does
minus
6 and
50.
4.
Okay. Well, minus 50 then.
Okay.
So I did 49 damage.
With the minus 50?
Yep.
Okay. The statue's not destroyed, but you guys did a significant amount of damage. One of the legs is very badly damaged. In other words, maybe if you did the same amount of damage to the other leg, the statue would topple.
As soon as I go back in the room, if you two don't stop, I'll kill you right now. You're gonna kill us all. Stop.
What?
Who left these idiots alone? Get away from the statue.
Well,
I
it
threw a
made the
torch
move.
at him.
The room move.
Just set them on fire next time.
Well, what's your plan then?
Go to these doors and look at them and open.
Did we not try the doors before?
No. You went right to the destroying
You
statue.
ignored the doors.
Drawing on faces,
How did we?
All right.
runes.
So, which is the door that you're looking at first?
This is the one I cast knock on, the bottom one.
The bottom one. Okay.
So I asked for
Well,
Emmett
there's
to
thick
help
frost
melt it.
covering
Yeah.
them, so if you guys work in teams, you could probably get it done in 20 minutes. You know, if you
Come back with my sword, jamming the door. Is this the
You
one?
can hit with your whip. I found it.
All right, great. So, like 20 minutes later, that door, you believe you are able to open it. Now, what it looks like is a double door that's 30 feet tall. It seems to be made out of wood.
Push it.
You push it open?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, give me a second.
Dining hall?
Okay, you get
Oh,
into
God!
the room and stop. Because you see floating there
Oh, I see it.
a very interesting creature. You see what looks to be a orb-like creature
I see
with
the axe.
God.
multiple tentacles coming out of its body. It's floating easily about 50 feet off the ground.
We just fought
And
one not too long ago, so then
as-
I identified it last time.
As
So
soon as it sees you, it turns its gaze upon you guys. And we can roll initiative.
I yell, "Beholder!" and the axe is here.
So before you roll initiative, make sure that you select your token.
Well,
And
Perfect.
I'm going to put something on the map.
God,
whoa.
like that at all. Am I behind cover? What's that
Wow.
thing right in front of me?
This is a ginormous. This is a ginormous table, yeah.
With the benches. Okay, I see
They
it.
can see you because it's 50 feet off the ground. And also the black circles that you see on the map, well, they're probably blocked by dynamic lighting or giant columns.
Right, I thought
This
so.
looks to be some sort of feast hall. Let me read you the description real quick. It's a feast hall.
Very descriptive.
Yeah, terrible.
Is that fire lit? Looks like it's lit.
There is a fire pit.
Oh, it looks like it's lit.
The room is warm, dry, and brightly lit. The source of the light and the heat is the raging fire that's contained in a bowl-shaped basin in the center of the chamber.
Am I lagging?
Another thing is that
Shit.
the the tables on the southernmost slab is what appears to be a bunch of food. No, I'm sorry, plates and other cups.
Okay.
And among them, you see the edge of the great axe.
The giant axe sitting there? Yes.
Yeah, that's right. All right. So give me a second here.
I wonder what's in the north. Maybe more beholders.
But I'm kind of tired from beating up that statue. I think I'm going to sit this one out.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's what you see. That's what it kind of looks like. And let me just roll initiative for this bad boy over here.
That's awesome. It's Bark Dragon. This is going to be fantastic.
That's crazy.
Good thing y'all rested.
Yeah, lagging so hard right now. Yeah, you got the benefit of a short rest, but not a long rest.
Let me see if this will help. Hold on. probably won't.
You see that the beholder, the frost, turns its gaze upon you guys, and after it does so, you notice that some things start to happen. You see that all the walls within 120 feet of it, all the walls, all the ceiling floor starts to sprout what looks like these tentacles of ice. So just be aware of that. So every wall, every surface within 120 feet of the frost.
Floor too?
Yeah.
Shit. So
Okay.
where we are, this is happening.
Yeah. So what it's going to translate to in game mechanic terms is any creature. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not the floor. It's just the walls. If you start within 10 feet of such a wall, you have to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh.
Okay, so currently really that's only affecting Winter, Emmett, Zorana, and Albert. Got it?
Yeah.
Alright, Kareem, you're up.
Going in there, I'm going to walk here, and I'm going to take a dodge action. Stay there.
Okay. Emmett.
Alright, sucking down some pizza. It's time for snacks. So, start with a save, right?
Yeah, you gotta make me a dexterity.
Kareem, you went right next to the wall.
Okay, so a nearby tentacle looked like it's trying to grab you, but you, out of the way. You were able to dodge it.
Whoa, bad snack. Alright, go in the room. 5, 10, 15, 20. These are 5s, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see now. So, buttons. Let's send some fire its way.
So you seem to be casting a spell?
No, using runes. Totally not a spell.
Not a spell at all.
And runes are still considered magic, so nothing happens. You try to, it just fizzles out.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
That's the thing we're standing in.
Yep.
Yeah, God. That's
Well,
a
that's all I got.
big cone.
Okay. So Emmon's done. Thornburg?
I'm just gonna use my dash and just run full bore. Let's see, 60 feet. I'm gonna come over like this way. I'm coming through the door and come over to the side of the table over there. Do the tables have those icy tendrils on them? Or is it just like the walls and the pillars?
Just the walls. Just the walls and the pillars.
Okay, so as long as we don't end next to those. Alright, then I'm gonna run in here. And then over this way, so like there. My dash.
Okay. Anything else?
That'll. Nope. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, Zorana.
Okay. Do I have to make a save or something? You said because of the walls or whatnot.
Yeah, you gotta start with a dexterity saving throw.
Okie
You are able to succeed, so one of the tentacles tries to grab you, dodge out of the way of it.
Cool. I can. I'm gonna dash because I can do that as a bonus action. On to the top of this table.
Oh, if you're moving on top of a table, I have
Oh
to
wait.
tell you how high the table actually is. So
yeah.
the tables are
Tall taller than me.
Give me a second. They're pretty tall. Oh, man. Oh. The tables appear to be carved out of granite with matching benches. They are 9 feet tall.
Okay, I'll just go under it. I'm under the table.
Um,
I guess.
yeah, it's not. It goes down to the ground. Does that make sense?
So it's a slab of.
It's
Okay.
literally it's a slab.
Shit. Okay, well, fuck.
How high are the benches?
I'd say like half that. 4.5 feet.
Well, I guess I could hop onto it. I just want to
Way
shoot
too
it
tall
from
for
here.
Malabars.
Oh yeah, that's what I heard. Yes.
I just want to shoot that stupid thing from here. God damn it.
All right.
Yeah, I'll just climb.
Okay, so you're starting to climb up. Just make me a strength athletics. It's pretty easy. All right, you got. You're up on a bench.
I do some parkour shit.
Sure. Couple of quick steps up.
So could I shoot it like looking up from the bench up over
Yes.
the table? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, range-wise, I think you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 80 feet away.
21.
21. That is gonna hit.
Son of a bitch. That's a 1. I'm not even. It's okay.
All right. Well, you shoot an arrow into armored plate, and it embeds itself in it, and that's it. Anything else? It barely seems to notice.
Yeah, I will stay kind of slightly ducked, behind the table. But I assume
Okay.
you could probably see me anyway. It makes
All
you
right,
feel better.
It speaks and says, "Visitor."
You cut out.
Just visitors.
Visitors.
That's what it
Welcome.
says. Welcome. And his voice, his echoing voice, and then laughter just echoes out.
God.
He's gonna start moving around.
Wait, guys, he sounds friendly.
No,
Does
he definitely
tackle
does not
all
seem.
visitor guests? I don't understand.
Very
He said welcome.
Horrible hospitality.
I think it's cool, guys.
You're getting a 1-star review. This fine dining establishment.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be very fast. Yeah, that seems. And he's gonna turn his thing a little bit. So let's turn this bad boy. Come on. Fucking roll 20 maps are so shitty sometimes. This is so fun, man. Moving around this fucking cone sucks balls. I'm trying to do this in such a way that I can try to hit him in with some stuff.
Generous.
Nice.
I mean, like, don't go out of your way if it's a hassle. You know?
Yeah. I think it's alright.
Yeah. Come on, man. Why is this acting so slowly? Alright, well, you get the idea. I'm trying to move it just a little bit more, so I get you. There you go. A little bit more, and I should be good. Alright, Emin. Let's see how far away you are.
So he moved it out of Emin. Awesome.
Yeah, I don't want Emin to be in it. There's a reason.
I get the special tentacles.
Yay.
Oh,
Okay. So you seem to be about 95 feet away from. Okay. And then 10 here.
I just noticed we rolled really low.
All of
for
us.
initiative.
Yeah, we did.
At least I beat Winter.
Winter's not into it.
We need some battle music, man. Let's see.
I've been putting on my own because you haven't changed any music.
I haven't. I'm sorry.
Hey, there's a lot of things to.
A lot of things
juggling
going
a lot
on
back
here,
there, yeah.
but
I've been playing my own music from the very start.
let me at least take care of this round first. So
Yeah,
let me just try to finish what I'm doing. All right, so Emin, let's see here. Great. All right, Emin. So it seems like you're definitely within range. I need you to make me a saving throw. What you see is a frigid beam of ice heading in your direction.
A what? Dex?
Yeah, dexterity.
I'm
Oh, that's very good. Very good.
done for the night.
A second beam comes at you.
Uh-oh.
Keep that same score.
This one is pure white. Make me another dexterity saving throw, please.
Hey!
Hey, must be the money.
Yes.
And then finally, a third one comes at you as well. Nope, gotta re-roll that because you can't roll the same one. This one.
There we go.
This is not a dexterity. This is a constitution.
Okay. Now I know you are Eric.
I'm taking the second roll. The fourth roll, actually. But
I'm gonna take your first constitution roll, so that's an 11.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're struck with a frigid beam of blue, like light, and it just like chills you to the bone, and you find yourself paralyzed for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. Okay. If you pass the saving throw, you end the effect.
Okay,
Right.
so it's a paralyze as opposed
It's a paralyze for 1 minute. Yeah.
All right, not a.
And at the end of each of your turns, you get to make the save again.
Okay, and it's con, you said.
And it's
Got
a
it.
constitution. Correct.
Okie dokie.
All right. Very good. I think we're good there. And now we're going to pick some music, and then Belfreen, you can go.
Oh, joy.
I don't like that music. Need some epic music.
Mm. Yeah. Mm.
I am moving into the room and then dashing. And to get there and yeah, that's well. I'll use my bonus action to do Shillelagh. Not that I can hit it because it's like 20 feet up, right? 40 feet up.
50.
It's 50 feet up.
50 feet. I'll do it anyway, just in case it comes down.
Okay. It's just below the ceiling. All right. So I think you're finished, and now we're at, so at the end of your turn, it's gonna go. Another eye shoots out. Yeah, you guys are fighting a real legendary creature. All right. So
With
centered
5
on
spells.
Emin, centered on you, a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder of ice, as if like a ice storm, rains down on the area. So, basically,
We're an anti-magic, though.
It's centered on Emin. So
right, so it doesn't come into the anti-magic zone, right? It just hits him and outside, the other side?
That's a good point. Yeah, we'll say that. So I'll put it on the map, but just be aware that, right, if it's in the anti-magic zone, it's you're not affected. So Emin, you're going to need to make a...
This is me giving you the middle finger. Pretty sure I failed that automatically.
A dexterity saving throw, my friend.
No, I'm paralyzed. I think I fail automatically.
Give disadvantage, I think.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and check that. I need to put a 20-foot radius on the map here.
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
You automatically fail strength and dex saving throws.
Oh. Pull him in! Pull him in!
Any attack that hits you is a critical hit if it's within 5 feet of you. Any attack rolls against you have advantage. You can't move or speak.
Yep. Okay, so putting this on the map here. Change the layer. Bam, there you go.
Never knew I was going to be thankful for a cone of anti-magic.
Okay, so Emin, you're automatically going to... That means that you're going to take some damage. Let me roll that.
I am resistant to frost damage.
Okay. Well, this is bludgeoning first, so you're going to take 6 bludgeoning. And then in terms of the cold damage, let me roll that. You're going to take half of this value because of your resistant. So you take 7.
So 13 total.
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
And then that entire area that I put on the map is difficult terrain. That's going to last 1 minute.
He's trying to kill you.
It needs to try harder. I got this. I will just tank the fight from here. You guys handle it.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's only going to last until the end of the creature's next turn.
No, I got this.
All right. So, Balabar, you're up. You heard me, right, Kevin?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I can move out of the magic zone, but that's not in this zone. So for me to walk into it is just difficult terrain, or do I take damage as well?
Let me check. Nope, it's just difficult terrain. You don't take the damage. So basically like a bunch of hail just like rains down on that area and just covers the whole ground around them.
Alright, I move there. So I'm outside the magic zone, I'm outside of the ice. And I will...
Now how did you move there? Just with your feet? Because that's all difficult terrain, right? And you move 25 feet?
It wasn't, because it's in the anti-magic zone.
Oh, correct. Yeah.
So I avoided all difficult terrain.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Alright, well, I'm gonna fireball, I suppose. It likes ice, so it definitely doesn't like fire. And, yeah, I guess that's...
Alright, so dexterity saving throw is what I have to make. Okay, he's going to pass and take 14. You slam a fireball in.
Okay.
He doesn't seem to take any extra damage, but neither is he resistant to it.
That's what I
So
figured.
a bunch of fire just like envelops around him and he turns toward you.
But I'm married.
Yeah. I'm going to jump in with a ray at you after your turn. Or you are finished, right?
No, I'm gonna hold on so I don't get hit by a ray. Do I have any more movement? No, I moved 25. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I don't think that if I just want to check here.
Rays don't have to hit anymore, huh? They just saved?
Most of them, yeah, in fact, almost all of them. Yep, they're all saves. Yeah, the only thing is, if he's already used that ray, I have.
Yeah, you've rolled 8 like 3 or 4 times. Have you?
Alright. So, a ray is aimed towards you. It kind of looks like just a stream of snowflakes. Go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw. Balabar.
I'm good at those.
Okay, you're fine. You feel like this chill wash over you, but you resist it. I don't know what effect it would have had, but Winter, you're up.
Alright.
What if,
So Winter,
you're right,
first-
I have no idea.
So Winter, first you need to make a dexterity saving throw, because you're within 10 feet of a wall.
Where's my sheet? 14?
That is not good. So Winter, you are grabbed. What this means is you're grappled, and that in order to escape, you have to make a strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics.
Can you do that right now?
Yeah, it's the start of his turn. So when he starts his turn, one of the icy tentacles wraps around one of his hind legs and keeps him there.
He can. He can't.
Yeah. So he tries to break free of it, freeing his leg, but he's unsuccessful.
Fuck. Shit.
And that was his action to try to do that.
Yep.
Alright.
Damn.
Okay. So that is the end of the first round. We're at the lair again. Okay. You see that the walls, all the tentacles on the walls recede. And Ryan, you see an eye pop out of the wall right next to you and try to shoot you.
What?
Okay.
Except for those wall rays.
What?
Jesus Christ. Fucking again. Did I roll a 4 already? I think I did. I did.
So the
Alright.
wall's attacking me? What happens?
So an eye pops out of the wall right next to you
Mhm.
and then shoots a ray at you.
Okay.
This is on the layer's turn.
Okay.
So I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
I like
Okay,
how the lair
I'll
is
use
faster
my-
than us.
Token for that, because fuck it.
Sure, go right ahead.
19.
Whew.
Very good.
I hope that helped.
As you let out a yawn as this green ray like strikes you, and then you just shake your head and wash it.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, green. That's the color of disintegration. Yay.
With the regular,
Wow.
No, you
Regular
felt really, really sleepy for a
Yeah.
moment.
Got it.
different kind, different breed of both.
Okay, so Kareem, you're up.
Cool. Yeah,
Oh,
I
after
will.
the eye shoots you, it just recedes right back into the wall. It's almost like an extra dimensional space, like a hole opened, an eye pops out, and then it just comes right back in.
Is this? Can I walk through this thing that's in front of me?
If you walk through the
it doesn't go-
anti-magic zone,
It doesn't go through the wall. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a door. So
Yeah.
you can walk through the door, but that area is considered difficult terrain at the moment,
Uh
except for the anti-magic zone, which is that blue
So
cone.
just
that's on
go.
huh. Okay.
there.
So that's 3, 4.
10. There you go.
Okay, that's 30 feet, and then I'm going to dash, I guess. So 1, 2.
9-foot wall.
You gotta climb up. Well, the bench is like 4 feet.
Yeah, how much speed does it take to climb up a wall? How does that work?
Nothing. It'd be fine.
3,
This is
4.
more like you're hopping onto it. So,
5,
but you do need to make me
6.
athletics checks.
To jump onto it? Okay.
Yeah, because it's 4.5 feet up, and then the
21.
slab. Yep, and then a second one.
Okay. To jump down or?
To get onto the actual table.
Which is like another, like, the bench is half of it and the table is...
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're fine.
half of it.
You got
Yeah.
above the 10, so it's pretty easy.
Sure. And that'll be my turn.
Okay, got it. So now you're standing on the southernmost bench of this particular table. Got it? Emin.
Okay, sure.
So, Emin, you get a saving throw at the end of your turn. It's Constitution. Okay, you are still paralyzed. Thornbur?
Alright, I'm gonna make a run for it. I'm gonna use my action to dash. Let's see. There we go.
Nice. All
Just
right.
start running. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Zorana?
Alright, well, I'm gonna stay here. Kareem, you better not do anything stupid. As
Who do you think you're talking?
As in hurting yourself. Okay. Well, I will shoot the beholder again. See what I got. 20.
20 hits.
Are you fucking serious? This is one of those days again. Just ones on the damage. It's happening again, guys.
All right. Well, you've done. You plug a second arrow into the creature.
Better.
It kind of embeds itself in the top of its head. All right, and you're finished.
No, I blow raspberries at it.
All right.
And then die.
So then its turn is going to begin. At this point.
I'm excited for you to rotate the cone.
Oh yeah. I am so excited to do this. Rotating my cone here. We're gonna rotate it the other way.
Ow!
Whoa.
What? Oh, got it. There's two of them.
No.
You're boned.
You gotta give me a second.
Uh-oh.
20. This guy's moving a little bit. Spread my love around, you know.
This guy's 51 feet in the air.
Off the ground, yes.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's correct.
And
yeah.
the tables are only 9 feet.
Good news, Emin. You're not in a difficult zone anymore. And you're not paralyzed.
No, he's still paralyzed.
It's not
That
magic.
does not go away.
The effect doesn't go away.
Yeah. But you're correct in that this zone
The zone.
does go away.
Well, it's still there if he moves, so. Oh.
Yeah, because I'm actually moving this a little bit more. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it's such a pain in the ass to fucking move this thing, so. Okay, there. I'm happy with that. That's good enough. Alright, so it's moved its cone. I am now going to shoot 3 rays at each of you guys. So totally new round, so everything resets. So first we'll do Thornbur. Alright, Mr. Thornbur, you are getting hit with a like a black and white spiraling ray from one of the eyes. Need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
Alright, you're good. You feel a shiver go through your spine, but you're fine. Zorana, you're the next target here. You get one of the eye stalks. Oh man, why did I fucking delete that thing before? I should have left it on the map.
I tell you.
Yeah, you are getting hit with one of those, icy storms that I did before on Emin. Oops. One. There you go. All right, so Kareem, you're out of it.
Yep, barely, but yes.
Zorana, I need you to make me a dexterity. Yeah, that's no good. You are gonna get some bludgeoning damage and some. First, you take 11 bludgeoning, and then 4d6 cold. You take 13 cold. And that whole area around you is now difficult to hit, except for the cone, the part that overlaps the cone. And then Kareem, you're getting hit with a third ray.
Cool.
Dexterity saving throw, Kareem. Okay, this pure white beam strikes you, and you feel like ice, like your bones just turned to ice. So your speed's reduced to 10 feet for 1 minute.
Okay.
You can't take any reactions.
Okay.
And you can either take a bonus action or an action on your turn, but not both. You get a new saving throw at the end of every turn.
Okay.
If you pass
I'll
the
put the
save,
snail
it
on
ends the effect. Yeah. Essentially, you're slowed.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it is. Because you feel your bones like turn to glacier-like consistency.
Oh, you know what I should have done? Never mind. Whatever. Keep going.
Too late.
That's it. So he is done. Belfry.
Wait. No, what? No, I don't. You know what? Indomitable. You can reroll a saving throw if you fail. So technically, I failed, so I can use it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
try again.
Eh?
No.
Nope.
Well,
13,
I tried.
13's not high enough.
Well, I tried. It's something.
I was wondering what the wording was on that, but yeah. Unlucky.
All right. Yeah, I'm a spellcaster. I'm just gonna double move all the way over here,
There's too many spellcasters.
and that's it. That's all I can do.
All right. After your turn, one of the eye stalks turns in your direction. Okay. So make me a dexterity saving throw as bright blue beam goes in your direction. Belfrin.
Yeah.
You got a 6?
Yes.
Okay.
That was not good.
All right. Damage here. Necrotic damage. Take 39.
Okay.
Fucking ass balls.
Okay. Dalabar.
Walk it off. Walk it off.
You're fine.
I'm-
It's fine.
I was just reading about just for casting spells and concentration anti-magic fields. Just because I don't know much about it, and I want to make sure we do it right. From my understanding of what I'm reading is if I cast a spell, as long, like for instance, animate objects, as long as those objects stay out of the cone, they're good. But if I'm in the cone, I can continue to concentrate because it doesn't affect concentration, so they should stay active. Do you agree with that, or do you disagree with that?
I agree with that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So
But if I turn the cone onto the objects, and the
they
objects,
drop. Yep.
they drop.
I
Just
was just-
temporarily.
Right.
Mhm.
I'm just looking at options. That's what
So
I think.
it's your
I'm gonna
it's
do.
your turn at the moment, though.
Right. That's why I wanted to say that before I started.
Doing shit.
Not that path. Missed one, but 25 was there. I just clicked an extra one. So I'm outside of the difficult terrain. Outside of it, I will cast. I empty out 10 pythons, cast animate object,
Yep. Sounds good.
and they can travel.
How far can they travel? Or maybe you cut off, or you're looking it up.
I'm looking. They can move 30 in a turn. So I'll ping where I have them go. If that's all right.
Okay. I think last time we did this, we had like a little cloud of weapons, right?
Mhm.
Or just put like a dagger on the ground or something.
Exactly. If you want to do that, I'll move it.
Yeah, I'll just put a dagger. There you go. Nice dagger of venom in here. Let me give you control of it. Controlled by Balabar. Does that work for you? You should be able to move it.
Perfect. Thank you. Yep.
All right. Are you done doing anything else? Or you're done.
I'm done.
Okay. Winter.
Alright,
So you're no
he
longer
is
grappled.
grappled.
No, he's no longer grappled. That effect
Oh.
went away.
Oh. Well done.
This is nothing, by the way.
Okay. Da-da-da. That's 50 feet. And the dash. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep. Dashed.
Got it.
There you
All
go.
right. That is the end of round 2 then. So we are back at the lair. Okay, let's see here. Pop out another eye. This one will be on the wall right behind Balabar. Oh, whoops.
Did I just lose everyone? I don't know what happened. This Discord's such a piece of shit right now. These games working. Unmentioned catch. Seriously? Seriously?
Just it.
Cool.
So you're fine. You
What
feel
color was it?
A brief chill. It was a bright white beam, like the
Ooh.
one that struck Emin the first time.
Got it.
Emin, your turn. You're still paralyzed, my friend. Don't forget you have tokens on you. Oh no, you don't have actually an inspiration token. All right, Thornburg.
Okay. I'm gonna run down 30 feet. Just keep running in the southern direction, and I'm gonna cast. First thing I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at the Eye of Frost. At second level.
All right.
Ooh, 10's not gonna hit him.
No, 10's not gonna hit.
And then I'm going to cast with my bonus action, because that was a second level spell. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. I'm going to put it right between him and the fire. Kind of.
How high off the ground is it?
Oh, let's see. So it's just got to be within 60 feet. So I guess it could be right next to him.
A squared plus
Close.
B squared equals C
However
squared.
close you'll let me get it to him. It would probably be close. Maybe halfway up.
You want it halfway up?
As close as I can get it to him. As close as I can get it to him.
But he's 50 feet off the ground, so I think it doesn't.
Feet away.
Yeah, so you should be fine.
Okay, then I'll get it right up next to him. Feet up.
All right, you should be able to control that.
Okay, cool.
So I'm not going to put any indication of its
I'll
height.
just say it's next to him now, and then if that changes, we can roll with it. But then that will make an attack. So that was at 4th level.
Okay.
Oh god.
Fucking ass.
I'm tired from sprinting down there, and I just kind of
Gotta
half-assed
use your
throw off
inspiration
these spells.
tokens, man.
I know. That was silly.
Okay,
All right.
anything else?
Nope, that's the end of my turn.
All right, after your turn, it's going to jump in with an ice stalk at you.
Oh. I mean, come on, man. I'm not even trying.
Actually, I already did this one this turn. 1. Okay. This one is like an aquamarine color. It's kind of like in a spiral shape, and it goes for you. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
All right, I'm going to use my token now.
Okay.
Since my rolls aren't turned up. Yep. That advantage will. Oh god, no.
Jeez.
All right. This is all cold. You're gonna take 33.
All right.
And you get no other effect. It's just straight up cold damage.
Fuck.
Okay. Now we're at Zorana.
Aren't I paralyzed, frozen, something? Right?
You were hit
Difficult
with
terrain.
You were hit right with the ice storm, so you're just in difficult terrain at the moment.
Oh, so I can still attack. Right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no problem. You can move out of it.
Who cares about that?
You're like, I'm just gonna stay here. 20 will hit. You hit a third round in a row.
Yes. 11 damage.
Nicking away at it.
You're just nicking away. You're the only person I think
At
mostly
least I'm
doing
doing
damage
damage,
to it.
guys.
Yeah, you're the only one. I tried. Yes, both my attack.
Fuck. Everyone's a
All
caster or melee. Actually, Winter can't even hit him. I don't know why I moved Winter, to be honest, but maybe he could do a cool run off the table. Yeah, right now, like he could jump 50 fucking feet.
Learns how to fly, you know?
Turns
The reindeer.
into a bird. Yeah.
All right. Good. So it's turn. You're not doing anything else, right?
No.
Okay. So its turn's gonna go. Stuff here. So Thornbur, you're being a little pain.
Yeah, you keep missing.
This is like where I'm standing. I'm making them nervous back there.
You are, because you're casting spells behind them. He's not like. Yeah, he's gonna turn his attention to you guys.
Oh, motherfucker.
It looks about good. I think I might back up actually a little bit. Just give me a second.
Zorana, throw the pythons out.
What pythons? Oh.
No, I'm trying to keep them separate so he has to choose me or them, kind of thing.
Yeah, it looks good. All right. It's good to me. Okay, so we'll go for Belfrian, Winter, and Emmett. You guys are getting an array each. So Belfrian first. All right, Belfrian. You can make me a save. This one's a solid white beam. Constitution.
Okay.
Alright, you are able to resist the paralyzation effect. Winter, you're getting the next one. Winter, you have to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, he's so good at wisdom. It's better than int.
Yeah, wisdom.
He has
It
10
looks like
wisdom.
it looks like repeating snowflakes.
Huh?
You guys, man.
Ducks near raise.
It is what it is. All right, Evan, you're getting the last one. 4.
And then there's Edmund.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're still paralyzed. So you're automatically gonna fail this dexterity saving throw. You're also hit with the snow effect. So at the end of every turn, you'll have to make 2 saves now. Both of them being dexterity, but essentially you're slowed. You only get 1 action, all that bullshit.
What do you mean 2 dex saves? I can't make dex saves. So
Well, you'll make the one against the paralyzation first, and then if you pass that and become unparalyzed, then
oh,
you
but
can
that's
make
con.
a dex save
I was
against.
confused now. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. It is. Okay, so Eye of Frost is done. We're at Belfry.
Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. Whew. Getting close to each other. Close. You know what? Minor action to bring unicorn back. Come on, drag.
The troubles of dragging from the journal here. This is a huge map, so that's why it's like
Yeah.
it's just overwhelmed with like tokens.
Alright. Put you there. Should I put you-
So that was a bonus
Yeah.
action to summon your unit.
Yep. Gonna summon it there. And then cast heal. Ouch. Cure wounds. And get 16 plus 10, that's 26 back.
Okay, and you moved. So I think you're finished, correct?
I'm all done.
Alright, he's gonna jump in after your turn with an ice stalk. Targeting it on you.
I'm just here to take punches.
I already did this one.
Until Zerana can kill it. With her arrows, because all of us are.
This is the
still casting
Aquamarine
it.
Spiral. So,
just did that
Aquamarine
one?
Spiraling Beam. I don't think I did this one. I did this last turn on Thornburr. Yeah, should be okay.
If I just sharpshooter every round from here on.
Oh, I did do this one on
Fuck me
Thornburr.
over.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. So sorry, Jay, you're not getting that one.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw, Jay. You getting hit with a solid white beam. Did I do that one before?
I just got that.
Maybe I should just get rid of that rule where I'll like re-roll it. All right, yeah. So you're getting hit with an ice storm then. That's what it is.
Ice storm. Is that
Yeah,
Dex?
Dexterity saving throw, correct.
Good, that'll hit him too.
Okay.
No,
so,
it doesn't, because it's only 40 feet high.
Oh no. I was hoping. That'd be funny.
I'm gonna use. Dex is not my best. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
And... 15.
15 succeeds, so you only take half the damage. You still get pummeled with and some cold. Do you have resistance to cold?
I do.
Alright, well, the stones do 3 damage to you. And the cold, you're only getting half of a half, so you only take 2.
Okay.
Okay, so Valabar, you're up. For right now, your animate objects are just laying on the ground.
Move 20 feet to there. He's 50 feet up, so I'll hit him up in the air with a fireball again.
Okay, Dexterity saving throw then.
Oh, that's good. That extra 1 damage. Good.
Oh, jeez.
Unfortunately, Lowe's get real close to his body, and he got half again. He did pass the saving throw. He takes 14, 15?
15, yep. I'll take a 5-foot step back into the zone. The magic zone. Anti-magic zone.
The auto zone.
The auto zone.
In the zone, auto zone.
Okay, I'm gonna jump in after that. Just getting another ray.
To who?
Who?
To Winter.
Winter.
Yeah, fuck Winter.
No, Winter.
He's fine. He's a big boy. What's in the
Alright, Winter needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
con?
He's got...
The white one again?
He's got a good con.
No, this is a
Wow.
Nice.
blue and white beam. He succeeds. He's fine.
Yes.
Blue and white beam.
Alright, Winter, you're up.
Winter technically
Protect.
can't do anything.
Fly.
At all.
Fly, Winter.
Don't get hit by that blue and white beam. You'll become Greek.
Just put some Windex on it, you know.
Here's everything.
There's a hole in this cake.
Winter could pick me up. Make me move faster.
Let's see if that can happen. Okay. With the dash.
I'm slow right now.
With a dash, he could get to here to you. And still have
Yeah.
move speed left.
Just look up the rules for mounting if you want to mount. I believe you have to have
Yeah.
15 feet of movement.
Yeah, it's half your move. 15.
Wait, okay, well, that's 2 different things. Half my movement and 15 feet are 2 different things.
It's 15 feet. I looked it up yesterday because it came up yesterday. But look it up just to be sure.
I can't, like, just lay on him?
Can't you just lay on him?
I think he can lift you by the antlers, like just gore you, and then carry you along. That's free.
You know what?
Hey,
it's
65.
exactly midnight, and we're at the top of the round anyway, so it's a good place to stop. So we'll
Okay.
be at the top of round 4.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I mean, unfortunate circumstances, you guys didn't get the benefit of longer, but you're fighting a legendary fucking beholder at the moment.
With only
Yeah.
me being able to hit him.
We got this.
On very few resources.
I did a whole 25 damage to him,
It's true. You did.
and I'm done.
Not too bad. You know, he's not at half hit points yet, but he's gotten there.
Yeah, this Stone Sworn had a good run.
I did like
It could be
12,
possible.
20. I've done
Nah, I
21
think we're
total
fine.
damage to him, I think. Right?
We had a way of
we're-
getting him
We're
down.
just spreading out right now. We're just spreading out. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
We got it.
Fine, we got it.
All right. I know. Thinking outside of the box, and when the answers aren't obvious is hard. So
we're just dumb.
I did warn you guys to bring your thinking caps. So think on what you're supposed to do. Rewatch the video if you need to. Maybe that'll give you some thoughts and clues. You should have all the information you need to solve and get solve the riddled runes. So
step one's to survive.
Step one's to fight, to survive against that.
Yeah.
We need this.
Step two is to lift that fucking axe.
I think you're getting very ahead of yourself. Thinking we're gonna survive.
All right, then you have to figure out how to lift the axe.
Yeah.
That's the part I'm worried about. Figuring out is not our strong suit.
Unfortunately, levitate only works up to 500 pounds. That was my first thought.
We have all these able-bodied people, and we could summon the stone
big,
thing that I mentioned
strong
before.
Men.
Could summon a bunch of apes too. I mean, we have options.
Yeah.
If you have spell slots left after the fight, that is.
Have 12
Yeah, it's gonna have to wait for the next day.
You might.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, cool. So
Lots of mage hands. Yeah.
I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves.
Yeah, it was fun.
We'll pick it up in 2 weeks.
Actually, I have a quick question for you, Joe.
Yeah, go for it.
The weapon, is it huge sized or bigger?
Why?
Because
you can pick objects. You can do objects by size.
yeah, that's why I'm asking if it's huge or not.
No, it's probably bigger than that. It's a 40-foot tall statue, so it's a great axe. So it's like it's as long as pretty much as what you see. It's probably even longer than that.
That's 30 feet.
It's a 40-foot statue. It's a great axe. It's probably, at least, thinking of the ratio of a person who would hold a great axe.
Huge is equal to a fire giant, so it's bigger than a fire giant?
A great axe. The great
Well,
axe.
30 feet?
Probably
Yeah.
like 30
So
feet.
that is the base, though. All right. So a huge base is only 15. But a fire giant's much taller than 15 feet. Like a fire giant's, I think, like 23 or 24. So why? What is it that you're trying to do?
Animate object.
I'll just let you know if it works or not. Animate object. Let's look up the spell real quick.
I can affect up to a huge object, and I can just make it fly up there. And boop.
Yeah, that would work. I would allow that.
Awesome. All right.
All right, so we just gotta survive.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah, also,
animate
this is the
object.
door north we never went to, by the way, so that might be something too.
That's after we rest. There might be more beholders.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah. After the southern door, I think we'll rest.
All right, so we'll pick it up in 2 weeks, I think, on the 5th.
All right.
Sounds good. Thanks for running. Good night, everyone.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Thanks, Joe.
Good night,
Later.
guys.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.